Hello. Oh my god. Okay, we're live. All right. I left my glasses in the bedroom downstairs. So, oh boy, it is so cold today. Let me just get things all set up. But welcome on in. Oh dear God. Oh, it is so cold. Okay, here we go. I actually think our heating company. Oh, hello, Alex, on YouTube and on Twitch for that matter. Our heating company sent like this wide email saying our transformers are overwhelmed and we need everybody to. Looking on YouTube, your messages send both in Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, the restream sends everywhere, which is useful. Super useful. Muted still. It shouldn't be muted. I should be unmuted. Oh dear. Oh boy, hang on. Is it really? Like, it's saying that it's... Yeah, it shouldn't be muted. Oh boy, hmm. The mic should be working. I don't know why it's saying muted. It shouldn't be muted. Okay, that's not good. Let's check on phone. Okay, I somehow don't think it's a device thing, but let me just try. Let's see. Let's try this. Okay. Yeah, it shouldn't be muted. Yeah, no, it's not muted. I'm listening on my Oh boy. Yeah, that might be a device thing. I'm because I'm playing back the the stream. Let's see. The stream. Yeah. Let's see. The stream. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, it should be fine. It should be fine. Okay. Well, that's a relief, because I had a moment of, oh dear God, is it... Oh no! But we're good. We're good. Let me actually remove this starting soon, and then jump right in. So, just to confirm, can you hear me okay? Nope. Okay. No, you're fine, Alex, you're fine. It's good to, like, troubleshoot before jumping in. It really is. But yeah, what I'd been saying was, our, like, electric company sent us an email saying, don't use major appliances, limit all appliances, turn off all lights, and then set your thermostats down to the lowest possible comfortable setting, because their transformers are so overwhelmed, because the widespread outages keep happening because of the storms, and they're not keeping up, which is kind of annoying, because my husband's in the other room. He's working from home since it's another snow day, but his the school wants him working. Okay, let's see. I'm going to... Okay. Yeah, I just had a Ban-Evader. It looks like a Ban-Evader bot. Oh, Seda. Welcome on in. I'll allow your message. Oh my God. Yeah, it was just like... Okay. That's funny. That's pretty hilarious. Oh, I was messing around in this test world. Hi, my first time watching and it was very amazing, so I would like to play with you. Hit me up on Discord. Sato, I hope you've had a good weekend. I'm very cold today. Like you know when it's so cold you wake up with like a burning throat? And our heater, even though it's set very low, it's still not keeping up. I had one of those bots the other day. Yeah, lots of bots. Lots of bots. But there was a part of me that almost delayed stream. I almost delayed stream today because they were saying, like, limit your electronic use until 10 a.m. But then I told my husband, and he's like, well, you know, what can you do? Today is warm and dusty. Oh, dust is not fun. Like, great new phrase to ban. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's very cold here. It was, when we woke up, it was like 11 degrees Fahrenheit. So, definitely chilly. Ooh, look at that local difficulty. What have we spawned into? Okay. Oh, there's a creeper right outside. Okay, there's just probably a lot of, like, mobs. Today I actually do kind of feel like, going back to the mines. I do actually kind of want to do that today. So, oh, wow. There's a lot in this chest. So I think I'll do that. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 6. What are the odds we're gonna get someone like, why are you still mining? I'm just kidding. I'm totally just being silly. Just, you get a lot of, like... Why won't you play the game like I want it, Strimmer? I'm just having a... Why are you still mining? I don't know, because I'm playing Minecraft. It's funny that... Alright, let's, Oh, the rain is so cozy. Okay, let me actually check, because I think I got, like, a decent... Okay, good. I have another stack of coal. I'm making pea soup. Oh, my gosh. Pea soup. I love pea soup so much. You know, Seda, I used to try to make it myself, and I never quite got, like, the consistency I wanted. This was, like, 2018, so, like, 8 years ago. I'd get the, like, the split peas, and I'd soak them for, like, a day, or sometimes 2 days, because I really wanted the, like, thicker, like, creamy, so I do like the extended soak. I would love to see pictures, if you're comfortable, of course, sharing that, but I want you to play Minecraft my way. Yeah. I'm so happy to be playing Minecraft. I'm also I am kind of glad that I didn't, that I opted to just resume as normal. So I figure, like, I'm cold. It's very cold. I may as well do something that, I don't know. Let's do that. Okay. iSatellite, welcome on in. How do you prepare it? So, Seda, the way that I did it was kind of the way that I approach lentils. I didn't have a recipe. I just took the dried split peas. I would soak them for like 24 to 48 hours, and then I would let them simmer for, I don't remember how long. I want to say it was about an hour or two, and then just kind of gently like mash them until they turned into a kind of mushy texture. That's kind of how I did it, and then I'll add like garlic and onion and any herbs and seasoning. Hi, Yusa Chat. Hope you're doing well. Had a great... Oh my god, Dart, welcome in. Ooh, Dart, I actually thought of you. I saved an article. Let me tell you how I prepare. I would love to hear that. But Dart, yeah, I saved an article, as I know that, you know, we've been chatting about like fiction writing and like fun stuff. But this article is like 99 prompts, so they're writing exercises. It's from one of my screenplay newsletters that I follow, but it's 99 prompts for genre bending, or like blending genres. So the stories are things that might blend like romance and sci-fi, or sci-fi and horror and things like that. And these are like exercise stories that you can write as a way of practicing taking tropes from multiple genres. And training yourself both to follow genre expectation, but also to gently like bend expectation and break it. I can't watch stream now. I'm in the library studying this random cat. I jumped on my lap to decide to sleep. I am in feline prison. Oh, I know the feeling. Yeah, when you're in feline prison, you don't break out. The cat is now your boss. You answer to the cat. But good luck with your studying, Satellite. I didn't think I knew you studied. Yay, that's awesome. Yeah, good luck with your studies. That sounds interesting. Alex, I can send it to you too. I can post it in my... Do I have a writing channel? I can post it in my Discord. It sounds interesting. Feel free to DM me the article. Yeah, I will do. I certainly will do. But yeah, I thought of you this morning because I was going through it. Some of the prompts honestly sound really, really fun, like as short story or flash fiction. Some of them would be hard to do flash fiction because I've had the like 5,000 words just isn't enough to like develop, something like a romance or a fantasy world. Okay, so humbly request a writing channel. Sure thing. Feel free to remind me if I don't do that, but yeah, maybe we should. Maybe we should. That would be a lot of fun. Okay. All right, I'm gonna just pop into the mines. Um. Ooh, thanks. My field of study is actually related to my username, iSatellite. Okay. iSatellite. I'm tempted to try to guess. The satellite suggests to me some kind of STEM field, but but there's also so then it's like optometry. So I think something like biomedical engineering. What about optometry? Yeah. Um, that's really cool though. I have a soft spot and lots of empathy for my academics in the chat. Um, just because for the longest time ever, I have 5 degrees, so I put myself through quite a bit of school, and I'm on a sort of extended hiatus from school for a while, just because, let's see, 3 bachelors and 2 masters later, I did kind of burn out academically, but still want to pursue doctoral or doctoral study at some point. I'm not in a hurry to go back and don't really have the budget to do that kind of thing. Because even with tuition assistance, and it's quite expensive. But that's exciting. That is really exciting. I have a lot of nostalgia for just STEM in general because my career started. I was a STEM person. I was a mathematician. Currently restoring a beat up Swiss Army knife my mom gave me. Oh, that's awesome. That sounds fun. I've kind of always wanted a Swiss Army knife, just as a utility tool for extended hiking, like day backpacking. Having a Swiss Army knife is really useful, like if you're gonna do like the day-long hikes. Remote sensing and geographic information system. I have to reach your level of academic level. Honestly, so many degrees. Oh well, satellite. You may get there. I'm not. I don't ask people's age and everything, but I'm 37, so I've had a lot of time to pursue a lot of degrees. And also, when I was younger, I didn't have friends. I was the kid everybody picked on, so I buried my inability to make friends in getting degrees. It's probably like a weird neurodivergent response. Zane, welcome in. Good morning. Zane, I hope you're staying warm and cozy. It is freezing. It's like 11 here. I imagine you're in the New England area, so it's probably way colder. Ooh, there's a fun copy pasta I want to read. Okay, I soak the split peas for 2 hours. Ooh, then boil with water. Okay, I like that. With water and 1 onion cut to quarters. Oh my gosh, I do the same thing with my stews, the quarter cut, and just let it simmer until the peas are soft, at least 1 hour. Now I let it cool, then blend it in a blender with more water. Now I bring it back to the pot with spices and let it simmer again for 20 minutes. You can add oh god, that sounds so good. I probably won't add potatoes either, and done it comes out more runny or more creamy depending on the amount of peas soaked and the amount of water added. Obviously, I have the amounts suitable for me. Oh my gosh, I kind of want to try that recipe. I never thought to like okay. So the trick is let it wait, I want to read the boil with water. Okay, boil and then simmer for 1 hour. Interesting. That's okay. Yeah, I always like over soaked mine. I'm in my Snuggie. Oh my gosh, that's cozy. Dart, 50 streams. That's close to Minecraft hardcore days. It is. I think I'm at day 58. 8 more days. Oh, yay. Yeah, I need to get I've kind of always wanted a Snuggie, I will say, Zane. Like I can't believe I'm saying this, but my sister-in-law, we got her like 7 years ago. An owl Snuggie, meaning it has like an owl hood, like you put the hoodie on, it's got a little owl like face on the hoodie, and then or we got her like a penguin one as well, and all I could think is that's actually really, really insanely cute. And I'd never, like, I'm not that kind of, I don't do, like, the costume thing. I have a sneaking suspicion my mom gave this to me to restore because she knows I like to tinker. Tinkering is good. I prefer it more creamy, but not too creamy. Then I add croutons. Yeah, I like creamy. I like the pea soup on the creamy side, too. Oh, croutons. I'm assuming, do you make your own croutons? Oh, it sounds so good. No, I buy them. We have some good store-bought one. Oh, that's nice. I used to, I'm not really a bread person, but I used to make my own croutons by, like, taking kind of old bread, chopping it up and baking it on low for, like, an hour until it, like, hardens. Welcome in, Div. Welcome in. I don't prepare soups every day. No, that's fair. There's a lot that goes into soup preparation. But I think, okay, so today we're going to start off looking for diamond, and then I'll kind of decide if I want to try a build or explore or do anything like that. But I still want to try to find diamonds. So I think that's the goal for today. This recipe is it is pretty easy, yeah. I don't have any split peas at the moment, but I may have to grab some the next time we're at the grocery store. Do you have a blender? I do not have a blender. With all the moving, I actually don't have a lot of kitchen appliances. I do believe, though, that I have, like, a small food processor. When I make lentils, I've been just, as crazy as this is gonna sound, I just take a fork and just kind of mash it until I get the consistency that I want. Like the creamy, with the red lentils, they like melt so beautifully easily. Okay. So that's kind of how I've been doing it. I've been wanting to get like a potato masher as well. So I was thinking of doing, what's it called? Mashed potatoes from scratch. At some point, because I've been getting a lot of potato. I won't do the same job as a stand blender, but it's something. An immersion blend. Okay, that's good to know. Mashed potatoes are so easy. They really are, yeah. They really are. They just take a little prep time. The small one you hold in your hand. Yeah. Oh, those are nice, yeah. How do you prep the taters? Ooh, for me, for mashed potatoes, in all honesty, so it depends on, I watched your music video, it was very nice. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, my husband and I are professional musicians. We're classically trained. I am primarily a pianist, but I've had some training on other instruments as well. I'm currently trying to de-rust on the cello. It's been like 20 years since I played cello. But I'm trying to bring that back because I miss it. I do really miss it. But he's a professional violinist. He's actually a music professor as well, so he's very, very high level. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. So, for prepping potatoes, so for me, Alex, I do a couple of different things. Sometimes I'll just bake them until they soften. Every now and then I'll boil them. That's how when I first started making my own mashed potatoes, I would boil them for like an hour. Or like boil and then let boil simmer until they soften. But, I have a crock pot. I used to have a crock pot, now I have a new crock pot. So sometimes I'll just like cook them, like slow roast potatoes, then remove them and then just gently mash them out of that. Does Son play any other instruments or just violin? So all musicians are required to have keyboard proficiency and vocal proficiency. So he hates singing, but he can sing he's very beautifully. Did someone just turn on the light behind you? No. But my husband is home and he does that kind of thing. So, but yeah, no, he's a very focused musician. Piano's my primary instrument, and my husband's been trying to get me, because I'm working on some big repertoire, then turned it off. I mean, actually, Seda, I think you're right. I think you're right. That may have just happened. But yeah, Alex, he's primarily a violinist. That all of his training went to a violin. I've had like kind of a mix of things. I think I have like chaos brain. Haunted house, yeah. Husband's home. He's working from home today. I have a chaos brain, so I learned a lot of different instruments. Had lessons on multiple instruments, but the piano is my main instrument. Although ironically, the majority of gigs I've done a lot of piano, especially what's called collaborative piano, meaning accompanying soloists. Like in those recordings that are on YouTube, like the Salut d'Amour that just released yesterday. That's I mean the piano has solo moments, but that's a collaborative piece, meaning I'm accompanying a soloist. That's a solo violin piece, and I'm just essentially the orchestra in that, which I really like doing, and that was the majority of my piano career. I didn't do a lot of solo concertizing, and most pianists don't. You have a few that do, but many play collaboratively or for churches, that kind of thing. Churches, weddings, wherever there's a demand for a consistent player. Yeah, but I don't think it was your imagination. Okay. Because he did actually apparently just leave his study. Like his study was open. I played for my church in my younger years. Yeah, yeah. A lot of like church. I've been a church musician for a long time. I'm not currently active, but I was a cantor and soloist, vocal soloist. But yeah, that was the thing I was gonna say is that a large part of my solo performing music career has been as a vocalist, as a soprano. I'm not sure how to take pictures of the soup. It's okay. It's okay. Well, no worries. It is all good. But, I did a lot of, like, very traditional... Soup is soup, man, yeah. We like food here. I think I'm a foodie. Like, I like food. But my husband's like, you don't eat a lot of food. I'm like, I still like it. I just get full fast. It's good soup weather. The other day I had pho after... I want to get pho. We've been snowed in for so long. But a pho place just opened up like a week ago. Hey, happy Monday. Oh, Goms, welcome in. Happy Monday to you too. I hope wherever you are that you're staying safe. Like we have here in the US, there have been like snowstorms just kind of in and out and in and out. Go get some yeah, I'm hoping to. I may try to get some maybe like the end of this week. We're supposed to get warm temperatures this week. I'm not sure though, because there's another band of snow coming in tomorrow night. So it just kind of depends on the snowfall. Because I could really go for like a good pho. I'm in the Northwest, so it's just mild and rainy, like it will be until July, but stay safe. Yeah, you too. Mild and rainy is good. I mean, I could take a picture, but it's just soup. Oh, soup is good, though. I always like the color, like when you use like the green peas, it's such a fun color. What do I like? It isn't very photo. Oh, that's okay. No worries. You please don't feel pressured to share anything. But what do I like? I'm trying to remember the mushroom, the shiitake mushroom. I've had it with, like, in a very true to ramen style, where you have like the slices of hard-boiled egg is very good. Cilantro, parsley, just as a garnish on top. Stop pressuring me. Yeah, there's no pressure. I promise you, there is no pressure. And I've had it made where there were like meat, like roast meats as well. And that can be really, really good. Of course, the noodles as well. Haven't tried the mushrooms or egg. Ooh, what do you have in yours? I have had it in ramen though. Yeah. The interesting thing is I've never actually ordered pho. I always had it homemade by like Vietnamese friends. And they just kind of did what they wanted, for lack of a better way to put it. But it's usually very like vegetable or not vegetable, but like plant-based, plant-heavy. I often don't get it with meats, is what I mean. Let's see. But yeah, at some point I may record. My thing is, I do want to record some solo piano stuff, but all the repertoire I'm working on right now is like big concert rep. So I'm working on a Brahms Rhapsody that's like 10 minutes long. My current performance time is about 10 minutes. So that's a lot of music. That's a lot. And I'm currently trying to derust an old Beethoven sonata. The whole sonata is like, close to 30 minutes of performance time. It's a very big piece. It's from that the later sonatas. Typically fuzz like beef, tripe tendon, rare steak, and some of the brisket used. Yeah, yeah. I've had like the meaty, the the ones with meat, but often the family that made it for me kind of made it with the like, a lot of the even what is it called? The like plant-based ingredients. So I once had a pho with, it's so funny, like with the blending of like some of the Japanese ingredients. So like narutamaki, the cute little like fish cake pieces, just because they happen to have some of that. But I will definitely try to get some soon. I want to see if this new place is gonna be good. Alright, there is lava very close by. So it's just something for me to be aware of. Okay. Nove's dad invited me to some of his homemade... Oh, had meat but bone broth. It was one of the best things. Oh, I had no idea that Nove was, like, part or Vietnamese. That's so cool. It's best. Homemade is just... It just can't be beat. It really can't. It just doesn't compare. She's Cambodian. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. I actually, one of my best friends in high school was Cambodian. That's pretty cool. They just eat a lot of Asian food. That's awesome. That is so awesome. There's a lot, so there is a wall nearby. Gosh, I'm so hungry now. I hope you are too. I weirdly enough, I do feel hungry. It's the cold. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like I get hungry so much faster. But I woke up freezing this morning. Just because of the, our electric company telling us, you know, transformers are really overwhelmed and we're trying to, mitigate with the, extreme colds. And even our house, like, we set it down and it's not keeping up with trying to keep the house warm. It is not keeping up at all. But I'm probably gonna make, like, lentils, like, warm some lentils, as part of lunch this morning. Or this, after stream. I may do that. Okay. Alright. Ooh, that... Okay, the lava's on this side. I made pizza on... Ooh, that was that pretzel pizza that you shared, right? That looked delicious. The pretzel crust, I should say. We actually, because of the, like, power outages, we ordered pizza on Friday, like, just before the storm came in, as a sort of, if the power goes out, there's no pressure to... I have a turkey tenderloin that I really want to slow roast. but I haven't been able to because I'm really scared to start a slow roast, lose power, and then have that dish essentially be ruined. So I have not made the roast yet. I was thinking of making it. I wanted to make a today in the crock pot, but with our electric company saying, hey, don't use appliances. So I think I still have time if I start it like right after stream, but there's all these like shutdowns and precautions have been a little annoying. Yes, and the sauce I prepared myself. That's the best way to do it. God, that sounds so good. Saw you comment about it in chat. I looked about it and saw it looked really good. Yeah, it's good stuff. Okay. I'd love to just do the that candle trick. Ooh, look, redstone. I'm not gonna gather that though, so I'm not really doing much with the redstone, so no need to. Woo. Okay. Gas, good morning. How are you? I hope you're doing well after the weekend's, like, snowstorms. I hope you're, keeping cozy. It is very lovely to have you here. Okay, no diamonds. No diamonds so far. But I'm gonna keep mining for just a little bit longer. And then just kind of take it from there. Decide what I want to do next. Sorry I had to work. What did I miss? Oh, it's all good. Honestly, we've mostly been talking about food. Talking about staying warm. And sharing split pea soup ideas. So it's just been casual, and I've been looking for diamonds, but have not found anything. And we're still alive in Minecraft, which is also nice. Zane, that mod that you shared with me looks so awesome. It looks so fun. My Eps doesn't play, but he was helping me find diamonds. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. Any food in particular, lovely to be here. I'm so glad to hear that, Gas. So we were talking about split pea soup, and we were talking about pizza, homemade pizza, because Seda in the Discord made a really awesome pretzel crust pizza. I found 39 over the weekend. That is awesome. Yeah, it's such RNG with the luck. Like, I have not had much luck with diamond finding in this particular world. I mean, I think I have a handful of diamonds. I think I have like 12. I played a bit more of the mod, and it's a bit complicated. It looks so fun. I'm talking about the, it's like a witchy mod, where you can play as like a witch. It's a Minecraft mod. It looked really, really cool. I'm still gonna be playing vanilla for just a little bit, but, I don't know, all the mod hype between Zane and Alex's sharing mod stuff, just, I don't know, it might make me jump onto the mod bandwagon a little sooner rather than later, because it looks so fun. But I'm still determined to just, there we go, there's our diamond, to make the most of our, it's called Enchanted Witchcraft. Thank you for reminding me the name. I have another video I could share if you want. I added a... Sure, yeah, please feel free to. You're welcome also to share those in the Minecraft channel. I like when people share their, like, builds and things. Be careful, it's addicting. Minecraft is very... Even just vanilla, like, I find that I do genuinely look forward to coming back to it. Like, even though I'm not, you know, doing anything like fancy or special, or I'm not doing like crazy industrial power automation builds or fancy redstone things, but I'm still having a blast. Like even just within like a very cozy casual setting, like the game is fun. Aha. Okay, let me... Okay, so that's 2 more diamonds. Alright. Diamonds! Yeah, 2. I love how Restream sends a congratulations. Like, look, people are chatting. Like, yeah, that's kind of the idea. It's just funny. Don't mind me being like, oh, yay. Okay. I may make some more doors. But I really want to get my diamond armor going so that I can, maybe do a little bit of, like, exploration. Okay, so 1 more of these. There could be more diamonds, too. But in a moment, we'll head back up and put stuff away and... I don't know if it's just the cold, but I think it's partially cold. All my pain levels have been a lot higher. I think that's because of the like colder temperatures, because the house is a lot colder. It's why I mitigate with like the wrist warmers and all that kind of stuff. But yesterday I woke up, I was exhausted. Like I wanted more sleep, but I got myself out of bed and just got my day started. But it was one of those, for the first like couple of hours in the morning, every time I woke up, or every time I stood up or did any sudden movement in any direction, I'd get this like wave of vertigo that would last a few seconds and then just kind of go away. And I've never had that before. I never had, and I kind of monitored just to make sure it wasn't something I needed to get looked at, but it kind of resolved itself as the day went on. But I was so unbelievably tired yesterday. It's a very just exhausting... I think part of it is because the being snowed in has kind of changed the routines a little bit, and if you're like my husband and me, like we have a very, very specific set routine. But it has had to change a lot with the like not being able to get groceries, not being able to like do the things that we typically do, including getting down to the gym. I think my husband had that. It turned out to be a neck thing where a muscle pinches a nerve. Oh my god, that's exactly what mine was. Like my neck was killing me. Like I had a pinched nerve, and so I was treating it with like menthol, and then I'd wait a couple of hours and then I'd use the heat pack, and the heat kind of mitigated. And I have a special like medical like prescription neck pillow because of my chronic shoulder stuff. So I have a really like stupidly fancy pillow. And yeah, oh my god, I hope your husband's doing okay, cuz nerve impingement is awful. It's so awful. And both my husband and I have dealt with a lot of that. My poor husband has dealt with like severe like nerve damage and some other stuff. So we have a lot of empathy for that kind of thing. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I had over the day. I kind of discovered it because every time I'd do a specific motion, I'd feel an intense tightness in the back of my neck that yeah. These are the things, for those of you who are not yet in your 30s, These are some things you get to look for. I'm partially kidding. It doesn't happen to everyone, but oh boy, the random aches and groans of the 30 plus body is quite the experience. It can be partially mitigated by staying active. And it's interesting for me, like, I don't start to flare up, like, the gym has been closed because of the weather. So, I was only able to get to the gym twice last week. Compared to, like, I try to go 4 or 5 times in a week. So, not getting to go as often just because, like, you can't go. If it's closed, it's closed. It's so funny for me that immediately all the pain comes back. Okay. I think I'll keep going for just, let's do one more wall and then we'll head back and get some more, we can get more torches made. Or not torches, axes or just do some exploration. I don't know yet. But I do really want to just push for diamond. Which is kind of what this is. Is trying to get more diamond, trying to see, yeah, I don't need to make a helm, but can make the rest of this. Here he dies! I could never last a thing long in hardcore. Oh, it's definitely a losing, like when you die in hardcore, I don't know how to put it. It hurts. I'm putting on a show of it, so it's kind of funny, or at least I find it funny, but it's like all that work and it's just gone. I may eventually just take a break from hardcore and do some base building and yeah. That kind of stuff. Sometimes she laughs. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, the last couple of deaths were just too funny. They were just hilarious. Like that booby-trapped tomb. That was really funny. Cause I heard the TNT, and then I saw the caption like TNT ignites or triggers or whatever, and then the explosion happened. It was just like, yep, that was coming. I had no way of getting away from it. I mean, I may have been able to dig my way away from it, but yeah, that wasn't happening. But I play very careful. Like I'm playing very carefully. I know my last couple of playthroughs, I don't even like haven't what's the word? I haven't even been like throwing myself at mobs. I've been just kind of staying away. When you have a base, like a house with a door and a bed and all that stuff. Okay, yeah, I think I want to head back upstairs, put some stuff away. Yeah, you gotta react to me. Well, you do, yeah. But sometimes it's like, for me that was like, yeah, there's nothing can be done at this point. I did not think I was gonna get out of that space fast enough. Not in... Because I had no armor, like... No armor, no anything. What did hurt a little, I mean, it was funny, but was getting sniped by the skeleton the second time we spawned in a desert. Because I really just wanted to know what was in those chests. You have to be very cautious, and I'm not that... Oh... Okay. Speaking of cautious... No, I mean, because my thing is, I get... Chaos ADHD brain kicks in, and I am itching to do some exploration. Like, I really want to explore, and I want to do stuff, and... But there's a part of me that's like, wait till diamond armor. Wait till, like, diamond... I don't know, like diamond weapons or diamond armor at least. Because I could probably make like a steel axe as a weapon. Um, this is another, like, there's more iron here that I have not been able to, not been able to really get because of, mobs. There's like a skeleton that likes to come by. But I have always been a bit of a chaos player. Like, Minecraft hardcore has reined in the chaos, whereas I've always been a bit of a chaos player. Like, I started out all my playing, my survival playing in peaceful, so there weren't really hostile mobs. You just had to be careful of, like, falling, and lava and, you know, all that good stuff that can kill you in this game. That isn't, like, a creeper or a zombie or a skeleton. Okay. Okay. But, hardcore has made me very, like, pull back. I've made my game in a way where I don't have to worry too much about that. Yeah, that is honestly just... It's a system that works. Alright, let's, tough. Gravel. What else? Cobblestone. Organized chaos. I use a tombstone mod. Ooh, tell me about that. I'd love to hear about that, the tombstone mod. I lose my items, but it all gets stored in a grave so it doesn't get destroyed. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's the sort of quality of life mod that I would like to have when I'm not playing hardcore. Because it is frustrating. Like, it's so funny. It's so funny. When I used to stream non-hardcore, I remember dying, like, in caves and trying to find my items and not being able to find them. And that was always, like, that felt worse to me than dying in hardcore and losing everything. And I think that's part of because, like, I go into hardcore knowing that I'm probably inevitably gonna just lose everything. But I think when I go back to non-hardcore, I think I'll set everything to either normal or hard mode, because I'm getting used to hard mode, and then have quality of life mods, so like a permanent mini-map, the tree mod, where all you have to do is chop down the lowest blocks and the whole tree comes down. That's a big one, and then what you're saying, like the tombstone mod. To be fair, there's an item in vanilla that leads you to your dead body. Oh, yes, I forget what it's called. It's like a... Oh my god, I know what you're talking about, I've seen it before, I just forgot what it is. And you're welcome to share what it is. Okay, so no, I don't have okay, I only have 10 diamonds. The Soul Compass. Echo Compass. Oh, can I tell you a secret? I'm not good at this game. I'm much better at FPS games. But I like MC because it's so versatile. Oh, you know, Zane, when I first, back in October when I first came back to Minecraft, I kept calling myself a beginner, and there's some truth to that. Compared to what other people do, like, comparing to others, yeah, I don't do, like, what a lot of, like, hardcore Minecrafters do, but I've now been playing Minecraft 4 times a week for 3 months. And I remember my husband pulled me aside and was like, hey, you should probably stop using that term beginner, because, you know, regardless of what you're doing, you've been playing a lot of Minecraft. I guess the point of this tangent is to say that, like, I look at, like the videos you've shared, and I'm like, this is really cool, and really, like, I don't know, I'd call you pretty good. I guess yeah. Like, it's because... with games like Minecraft where there's endless possibilities, there's always somebody out there doing something that's like, wow, mind-blowing. But we all kind of, are doing things that other people are looking up to. I don't know if that makes sense. Because I think what you're doing, like with the modding, I think is really, really cool. Yeah, yay, yes. It's fun stuff. And honestly, at this point, I just play to have a good time. I play because it's cozy. It's like when you can't afford therapy, you play Minecraft, or you like, I don't know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I promise. But no, it's a lovely game. It's a very just okay. My local difficulty is pretty up there. Um, maybe I don't know. I'll make some more. Ooh. Let's make some more torches. I do want to see modded Minecraft. You may be an amateur, but you're no longer a newbie. I think cozy and unbothered is always the best description. I don't really care. Like, for me, like, the amateur thing, like, amateur versus... So, the technical terms, amateur versus professional. Some people use the term amateur in a very condescending way. I know that that's not how you're using it. But the technical term, ironically enough, is, are you getting paid for it? Like, an amateur musician is someone who's doing it for fun. But a professional musician is someone who usually has the degree, the training, and is getting paid to do it. So, like, I don't even, like, I don't really care about the, like, a lot of, the gaming world suffers from a weird gatekeepy elitism that for me just feels so misplaced. And it's just, I honestly just kind of stay, like, yeah. Yeah, technically, if you're streaming and you have affiliate or partner, you technically are a. It's a weird, ironic thing. Like I cringe at all of it. Like I use the term professional for my like IRL stuff. So like I'm a professional musician, I'm a professional performer, and sometimes it's really hard because So a lot of you know like I'm vocally trained and I'm a paid classical vocalist. But using the term professional vocalist like grates on me a little because I still remember all my juries and having adjudicators and judges tell me everything that's wrong with my technique and my voice and my sound, that it's honestly kind of cringy. Like, I actually am like, ugh. But I use it because that's the technical term. Like, I've been hired and contracted to do this thing. And, yeah, it's just weird. I'm having a lot of fun making my own mod pack. That's so... See, that to me, like, being able to make your own mod pack is a skill. I was thinking of making a Forge Loader mod pack for my favorite create. That sounds so cool, Zane. Yes, as a professional Minecraft streamer, easy. Dang, to be fair, that you do get paid to do this. Yeah, I'm just a streamer. I have a microphone and a machine that can stream. Yeah, there's a lot of gatekeeping. Yeah, there is a lot of gatekeeping, and I honestly, I kind of just, I don't know. I've known people, like, way back in the day who were like, oh, those casual gamers. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with casual gaming? Like, why does it bother you so much? Like, it's something it's hard to explain. But I've had, like, people I considered friends, and, all intents and purposes, I still consider friends, but it's like, I don't understand why this bothers you. Just let people play their games. I don't know, but I'm not high-strung about my games. Like, I get into my games, but it's just like, yeah, whatever. I don't know. It's really not super easy on CurseForge. But see, to someone like me who doesn't, what's the word, like, I don't use CurseForge, and I only know of it from all of you who talk about it and do all these really cool things with it, and to me, I'm just like, whoa, that's cool. I use amateur to describe someone who knows what they're doing. Yeah, I kind of figured, yes. Yeah, I went off a little bit on a, like, I don't know how to describe it, but a lot of us in the chat right now are just cozy gamers of varying skill sets. Like, a lot of you are really, really good at, the things that you do, and some of those people have nothing else except game. Yeah, Zane, for me, it's also, because, like, I do a lot of things besides gaming. Like, the gaming right now is just kind of I mean, it's something I'm taking seriously. Like as a streamer with affiliate, I do take it seriously as a form of work. But it's also just me vibing, having a good time, and realizing that's like, oh, Twitch is a fun or Twitch and I guess YouTube now too, are can be and are like really fun spaces. So I'm just kind of, I don't know, it's a vibe. Um, but for me, like, I also have like music performance. I have academics and scholarship and publication and writing and editing. So I'm just kind of like, I don't care if I'm not good at a game. Like, it's one of those, like, I will play it, and if I'm streaming it, I will do what I can to ensure that it's a good time for everybody. But I'm, like, not here to be, like, top 20 speedrunner. Like, I don't know, I'm just not. So it's when you're on the outside of that kind of elitism, it comes across as hilarious. And, I mean, even in my own spheres, like the academic spheres, in other words, there's an absurd amount of extremely toxic elitism. It's also hilarious to me because like those who only do academics are so boxed in, and I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's just funny. Outside looking in is really funny. I feel the same way. I met a lot of my friends through Twitch and YouTube, but money is not something I worry about. I got the vibe most people here are code. Yeah, but above average intelligence and more than a little refined. Yay. Aw. I think so. We definitely have our moments. We definitely have our moments. I think we all. Yeah. I'm just thinking of like those of us who watch some of the larger streamers. We've all like a lot of us have befriended one another through large streamer communities. Like Orator, the bald man that we all occasionally talk about, and I think of the absolute nonsense and sometimes degeneracy that comes out of those, but I feel the same way. I think a lot of the people who've stuck around are fun, like versatile, multifaceted, often extremely multi-talented. You just popped in my feed one day, man. Aw, yeah, like it's just everyone here is like I get endlessly surprised, like delightfully impressed by the things that a lot of you are. With the art, the even the skill, like with the Minecraft, the really creative things that people do just blows my mind in the best way. Same thing. Aw, yeah, it's just it's a good group. I do genuinely appreciate all of you. Like, and I look forward to Minecraft, but I also honestly just look forward to hanging out. It's nice. But Zane, I'm glad that money is not a worry thing. For me on Twitch, I would like to see the Twitch grow gradually, but I'm very right now being like very laid back about it, just kind of enjoying it for what it is. Ooh, you know what? I think maybe today we'll do above ground before we go back in the mine. So I do still want to keep working on some of these paths. The YouTube I'm taking a little worse, taking seriously at the moment just because, we definitely, having a secondary source of income is, how do I put it? Something that is becoming more and more of a priority, over time, just simply because, yeah. No, I have a job, but people keep donating to me. Oh, that's so sweet. That's wholesome. That's really sweet. Okay, I just have to make sure that I don't get lost and spun around. Let me actually maybe go somewhere where it's not too far off the beaten path. But yeah, for us, it's just growing the YouTube so that it's a decent secondary income. Like, YouTube is very draconian about its partner rules, but they're doing a thing where if you meet most of the criteria of partner, they give it to you, but they tell you you're not going to make any money until you've hit all of them. But it's like you're guaranteed. And so right now, it's the issue right now is with the subscriber count. Like, you have to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers to make anything off of YouTube, which is a little annoying and frustrating considering, like, right now our watch hours are in a really, really good range. Growing on YouTube is hard. It is very hard. It's a grind, and it's a grind we're both doing and working for. My husband in particular is just, it still blows my mind just how hard he's worked on that channel. Like, I'm still in serious awe. The YouTube, it is growing. It is, and that's a wholesome, it is a very wholesome thing, because, like, I mean, I just share this as a form of sort of chatter, but the YouTube, when it's actually monetized, so when we hit 1,000 subscribers, that will be our way of, like, paying for probably groceries in the month, and if lucky, one or two of the utility bills. And that's going to make a huge difference, like, for us, and just our, like, just financial comfort, I'll put it that way. Because, yeah. You would be surprised that even higher education, like teaching at the college level, does not make a lot of money. And it's, yeah, that's a conversation for maybe another time. It's a little sad. But equally there are, yeah, it just depends. It's insane. But let's see. Nobody likes subscribing. That makes it so easier. Grow. Yeah. Oh, John Keller, welcome in. Yeah, we're getting there, though. We're getting there. I have high hopes. It's just a, slow and steady. It's a very slow and steady. Unfortunately, we both have the patience to just kind of write it out and see it through, and I'm the breadwinner. My ex teaches part-time and plays trombone. It doesn't surprise me, Zane, because musician, I can imagine, because you're married to a professional musician as well. It's not stable. It's just not stable work. And both my husband and I are professionals. For stable work, what my husband did was he got a doctorate in academic music as a way of, like, teaching at the university level to mitigate how inconsistent performing, like having a performing career is. Yeah. Because my husband was, it is, like, he was on the path to being a full-time, like, career violinist, like, professional performing, but it does not, how do I put it? It does not pay the bills. It really, really doesn't. And I think he saw that, like, when he was in his training and studies. Okay, I should probably polish this. I've climbed this mountain before. Yeah, but we are getting there, and I have the patience. The nice thing is the streaming. It's been so fun, and it's brought, I don't know, like, it's done some stuff depressing, and I do not speak to be depressing, and it is what it is, and we've all, it's like a peaceful acceptance, I'll put it that way. I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing. It helps, but it does not pay for much. Yeah, but it's all good. It is really all good. It's more just, it is what it is. Ooh, where am I? This is different. This is not where I started. Streamer's getting, I have not been paying attention to what I'm doing, and now I'm like, where's my path? Oh, there's my path. I hope that's my path. Wouldn't it be funny if it weren't, and I'm just like, yeah, that looks like my path. This is why you make ridiculous structures. But he's so happy. But he's happy, so it's all that matters. That's sweet of you. I'm glad that, I'm glad that you both have that going for the two of you. I was going to take a gap year for college. I graduated high school 2019. You can imagine what happened to college dreams. You can go to college if you want, never too late. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm not gonna lie, every now and then I think about, in all genuineness, I do think about just going back and finishing my engineering degree, even though I have two masters. But just going back and doing that last year of engineering, as I was so, so close. And I even have like a list of programs that take like returning students, which is really cool because I didn't know that that was a thing. But I will say, Alex, for what it's worth, I have found that I really, really am glad to be, for lack of a better way to put it, returning to school. The older that you are, the more grounded. And I'm saying this as an anxious personality. By the time I did master's degree number 2, and I've mentioned it a few times, like a lot of my peers, they were, fresh out of undergrad, early 20s, whereas I started in my late 20s. My master's, this was my music master's, and I felt like there were things that, like life experiences that I had that really calmed me and grounded me. But like things like, having a neurotic professor. I'd see my peers who were very vulnerable and very impressionable and wanted to be liked and wanted to like prove themselves to their professors. And while, I had the, I want to make the best impression I can, I also knew that my professors were going to be people like who had their own baggage, who had their own issues, and just kind of like had a thicker skin than I would have. Like in my 20s, I was, I remembered being there and being so vulnerable, and that, like crying after piano lessons. I had a very stern piano instructor, but when I think back on those lessons, I'm like, this woman really, really cared about my ability to play and thought highly of me, and so she was hard on me. And I didn't see that all the time. But I was telling my husband, like, I play at the level that I play at right now because of my professor, because my professor was very hard on me. And while there are some things that like I wish could have been said or done nicer, I developed a thicker skin. And I was often kind of like in a position where I had to like emotionally comfort, and was happy to do it, my younger peers who were like, oh, this professor was very like, and it just just explaining how do we get like the most out of their feedback or their anything, and then just validating the experience, because it's hard. It is so hard. You get through college, plus being late 20s, mid will make you feel more at ease compared. I agree, Dart. Yeah, and that's my experience. That's why like whenever I go to get my doctorate, like I'm very, very grounded. And the thing is, like I would be coming in with extensive like professional real world experience, which is so immensely valuable, and it just helps. It helps make things feel less scary. Like my master's, I was told I was one of the stronger candidates when I got the master's, because I was already like a conservatory instructor. I was teaching pre-college and I was teaching university, and they looked at me and they're like, your musical skills are significantly like stronger than the like candidates they typically get. You can never be too old to learn. I agree. It's good for the brain. The more that you learn, it doesn't have to be in an academic setting, but like it's good for your like long-term brain longevity. You can never be too. One of my peers is much older than most of us, and we all look up to him, not make fun of him. Yeah. There's no ego about it. Some of my favorite people when I was studying, were all like the returning the continuing education. So they were in their middle ages. Their kids were all like, high school, like relatively independent, and they wanted to go back because they wanted to finish their degrees because they couldn't. And they were chill. They were amazing. And then us younger, like when I was an undergraduate, like they had like some serious advice, some serious advice. Like they like real world advice that was like, oh, this is kind of nice. It's like having I don't know. I never learned well from that abrasive type of teacher. Honestly, guess I couldn't, like, I'm a I teach as well, and I can't, like, that's just not my nature to be that abrasive. I've been stern and honest. Like, I aim to foster honesty, but, like, that level of abrasiveness, I can't admit it. But I've learned as well. Let's see. Until my Muay Thai coach explained how passionate he was about us staying safe. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes just having the extended perspective, knowing why people are, and some people have their own, like in the classical music world, a lot of the people who are professors have an insane amount of baggage and severe mental health issues. I'm not justifying, there is some serious abuse in academia. There is serious abuse, and I'm not afraid to call it out and have those kinds of conversations, but at the same time, just meeting someone halfway, like when someone means well. I've had some very stern professors, but seeing like the intention and seeing like, is this not like, is the professor bringing their own baggage into the equation? Are they stern? Like some professors are also just brilliant. Like I've had some serious, like insanely amazing, like legend professors who, they're over here and everyone else is down here. Oh, Whiplash. Let me read the comments before yeah, Whiplash. I have a lot to share about that. The oldest students when I was studying back at 2012 were in their late 20s, mid 30s, and they were wholesome. Yes, yeah. They didn't care about the age gap, and we just trust each other nicely since we were going to be studying. Yeah, and that's the way to be. Whiplash is a phenomenal movie. I mean, I like J.K. Simmons. I'm a big fan. But Whiplash actually, yeah, that movie, for me as a classical musician, and I've had professors like that, because it exposed a lot of abuse. So yeah, I'm sharing like a spectrum. I don't justify, and I'm not justifying or trying to do it's more just trying to see. But yeah, that the professor scenario, that was a lot of us who went to conservatory and are classically trained have seen a whole variety of, like, honestly just not people who are not okay, and kind of continuing the cycle of abuse. I'll put it that way. But that was an incredible, difficult to watch movie, but that was something. That film was something else. And J.K. Simmons, my goodness, he did that role so perfectly. Oh, what an incredibly versatile actor. J.K. Simmons is a gem. He is a gem. What is funny to me that most of the actual big ones in academics are so humble. I'm talking about hardworking ones, not just talented and luck. It's the idea that the more knowledgeable they are, the more you realize how little you know. It's beautifully humbling. That can happen. There are a lot of academics who are also extremely, like, true antisocial, like almost sociopath as well. It just kind of depends. I've met the type you're describing too, and some of my favorite professors are exactly as you're describing, just very brilliant and fiercely humble. Right now, my nephew has been dealing with teachers bullying him. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the students are actually scared of their teacher. Yeah, that's not okay. Like, see, that kind of thing, like, hurts my heart a little. Because for me, like, whenever I've had teaching roles, I also, like, I recognize that I'm in a position where I'm, the future is in my hands. And I know that sounds cliche and cheesy, but it's like, this is the new generation that's going to continue. And as someone, like, I'm a knowledge for knowledge's sake. Like, I'm a Ravenclaw. Like, knowledge for knowledge's sake. Like, I want the future generations to be equipped to contribute at the highest possible level that they can, and part of it is nurturing those minds, not breaking. As the older I get, the more I seek to understand, like, what the hell were these mean professors on? And sometimes it's just, people are mean. I see it in, like, some of my peers. I'm like, oh my god, this classmate of mine is gonna go be the asshole professor. Like, you can just see it. They're going to be the permanent inferiority complex and take it out on their students. Because I see that happen. And that hurts too. And that's one of those. But, like, what on earth can you do? Luckily, last year I just told them to grow thick skin and not care much about what they say. The comments are told. The students don't mean they're... Yeah, it's so hard. Because when you have those power dynamics, one of the things that is really, like, that really sucks is that, you're trying to get the approval of your professor, and if the professor's not giving to you, that's hard. That is so hard on the mind. And it's something that I have a lot of empathy for. And why, like, I talk a lot of academics, because that's a big part of my life, even though I'm not active in a field. Well, I can't really say that, because I still do, like, the research and the editing and all the other stuff. I'm, like, behind the scenes. I'm not at the forefront. But there's a lot of nonsense, and it's something that, as I encourage the academics, the academics in our communities, I also want everyone to know that this is a space where they can freely, like, to know that they're any pain or any hardships, like they're in good, like they're all in good company, kind of thing. I don't worship the mighty altar of academia. I do see that there are problematic things, and I think the pursuit of knowledge is a wonderful thing, but the institutions that house knowledge are not always noble spaces, and actually quite the opposite. Usually can be quite hostile spaces. And I just like fellow people who want to learn for the sake of learning. Like that is a vibe in the best possible way. Let's see. The actual bullshit teacher I had made me hate studying math, and I used to love. Oh, that hurts. Like for me, like math makes me so happy and is so exciting that I want, like when I was like in my like late teens, early 20s, and when I was like teaching like the like calculus, like I wanted everybody to like it because I liked it. And then as I got, gained more experience, I realized not everyone's gonna like it, but it's okay. If I could make my students not fear the subject, that was my goal. And yeah, Dart, so many of my students who were afraid of the subject had a really mean math teacher, like kind of bully them out of appreciating the subject and made them fear it rather than enjoy it. Like, and that's a shame. Because math is cool. I'm serious, it's so much fun. And there's so many subfields of math that are genuinely delightful. But I know a lot of people had that ruined for them by people who honestly probably should have had no business teaching. There is a skill set and a personality type, and unfortunately, people don't vet. When you go to apply to be an instructor at any level, they don't ask for personality type compatibility questions. They're just like, hey, what's your degrees? What's your years of experience? Okay, cool. And, sometimes they'll put on a show of, this is how you teach the subjects and, the teaching philosophy. But at the end of the day, they're just like, okay, there's a shortage of people working. So anybody who fits the bill on paper works. And, a lot of people who fit the bill on paper really should not be teachers. But, yeah. Ooh, did you watch the new Freerun episode? I've been busy gaming, trying to finish an art piece. Ooh, I have a bunch of episodes to catch up on, but the first episode of season 2 is beautiful. Oh, I've got to, check out Freerun. Where is it streaming? Is it, streaming on is it, a show you can find on, Netflix? That kind of thing? Yes! Ooh, okay. Yay. Then I'll have to check. So, I will shamelessly say, or Crunchyroll. Gotcha. My husband and I are currently, we're watching Vampire Diaries. It's something we didn't watch when it was out. But I turned to him and I was like, I'm kind of curious to see this. And that show is insanely good. It kind of has exceeded my expectations. I went into it thinking it was another nostalgia, early 2000s show that was just going to be fun and kind of Twilight adjacent. But it's actually really good. It's, genuinely really good. It has, the tropey stuff, but it also has a lot of, thriller and a lot of mystery, and then there's the historic fiction component, which I think is really fun. There's actually a vampire anime that's airing right now, and I think you might like it. What is it? Yeah, it's fun. It's just so much fun. But I'll put Freerun on my husband's radar, and that might be something that we watch. There's a, Night of the Seven, I don't remember, it's a comedy Game of Thrones show that's airing on HBO right now that we also want to watch. But, I think you'd both like Freerun. I think we would, just based on, the praise that everyone's been giving it. I think we would. We were watching Charmed for a while, and I didn't mind Charmed, but I'm not gonna lie, the soapy elements made it really just kind of cringy. I feel bad saying, I don't have, my husband has the nostalgia because his family watched it growing up, so for him it's a nostalgia show, but I don't have that nostalgia, so it's okay, it's kind of a campy, witchy show, but it's just very cringy and there's not a lot of depth. So, like, if you're not watching Charmed with the nostalgia lens on, like, I don't know. Dark Moon, The Blood Altar, an urban fantasy anime where the majority of the story happens in the Chelis Academy and follows Suha, the transfer student who hates vampires, but somehow she forbid. Oh, that sounds fun. I actually, it's delayed in the mail because of all the winter storms, but I ordered a fun Dark Academia vampire book that's like a vampire hunter story, and I'm very excited to read it. I'm waiting till the entire season's out, though. The dome is bald. I am aerodynamic. Oh, heck yeah. Gas, did you watch Married with Children? That episode, the Bald is Beautiful club that Al Bundy creates, where they're like, bald is like aerodynamic, and oh my! I made so many quotes because Orator's community, the whole like bald thing, like I TTS'd like a bunch of bald quotes, and you actually the stream got such a kick. I haven't seen that episode, but now I need to find it. Yeah, it's season. You know what? As sad as this is, I may have like the season number saved somewhere. I'll try to find it. I have it saved in a note because I don't know. This is where it's like, oh, streamer's wholesome. No, streamer's also really weird. What the current? I'm a bald obsessed weirdo. Let me find it. If I can't find it in due time, I will. Okay, yeah, I have the season. This is so sad and pathetic, but I do have it written. It's the episode's called The Bald and the Beautiful. It's season 3, episode 7. And actually, let me type that in chat. God, what the hell is wrong with me? I'll type it in just the Twitch chat so that YouTube doesn't see what a complete weirdo, like how weird this is. This is Married with Sad, no, prepared indeed. Well, it's just it's a whole vibe, and it still cracks me up that when Aura, like, when he does raids at the end, because he has like 1,000+ viewers, he's like, now, this person is bald and doesn't like the bald commentary, so you people need to behave. Like, he'll tell his chat, like a babysitter or like a parent, just being like, now settle down. You can be bald obsessed weirdos in this community, but we're going to another community that doesn't appreciate that. Like normal people. Married with Children, it's called The Bald, and the Beautiful, season 3, episode 7. There it is. For anyone who may check that out, he does hate being called bald, though. Baldman? Are you talking about Baldman, or are you talking about the streamer that he rates? Because I think Baldman, like, he calls himself bald. Nah, the other streamer, yeah. No, and honestly, I think it's important to respect streamers and what they want to do. Yeah, and yeah, I will, it's why, like, when I make the bald comments and I realize, wait, not everyone may know what the hell I'm on. I think, I don't know. I think bald is awesome. I genuinely think bald is awesome. I've never, and something, I know okay, so this is a weird, wholesome take on the whole, like, bald community, the bald man community thing. But something that I do really appreciate, like, how normal it is, like, the whole, like, bald thing, like, the bald, makes it, like, it kind of reverses the trope where it becomes not a thing of, like, insecurity but, like, an almost thing of an empowerment, because, like, I think we all know a lot of people are really, like, into that. I asked what was, yeah, you did, and I felt really like, oh no, we're just all really weird, because we're all from a community where it's kind of affectionately memed, because the streamer in question, who calls himself the bald man, and it becomes like this whole, it's a very chaotic, very, very chaotic space, and, but it's like, it works. I don't know if that makes sense, but, I mean, I will readily admit right here on the stream that I think that bald can look pretty insanely attractive on a guy, like, who wears it confidently and, like, owns it, for lack of a better way to put it. That can be a very, very, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it can be a very, very attractive look. You just have to, it's the confidence. 100 viewers definitely can't, yeah, it is pure chaos. It's, Guess this stream is it's like an echo chamber of copy pasta chaos. People share and type things that are absolutely unhinged and just off the wall and just completely random. And it's, I don't know, it's hilarious. I feel overwhelmed in a chat of 50 plus. I can understand that. I used to be really timid. Like I've been on Twitch since like 2013. And I was not a chatter for like almost 7 years. It took me a really, like almost 10 years. It took me a really long time to like, to chat on Twitch. And part of it was because I had really, really unpleasant, like, online gaming experience that just made me not want to communicate with people. To be honest, the one time Aura raided the Pokemon channel on Twitch, he wanted to watch the VGC, and well, guess what happened? A baldcaster appeared on screen the whole time. Oh no, that's funny and awful and really funny. Just, buddies, hope the snowstorm didn't hit you too bad. Yeah, same to you. Yeah, I loved watching the snow. I just kind of stared at it. It shut down everything. So I haven't been able to, like, haven't been able to go back to the gym since, like, last week. And, I've been home. Like, so I haven't been able to do groceries or anything. But it's been so pretty, and in our yard, we've got little tiny birds. So our Phoebes, our Carolina wrens, and our cardinals have been vibing in the snow. They keep bopping up and down. They're leaving little butt prints all in our snow because they dig up the little bugs that are under the layer of like leafage. And so they've been having a blast eating their like popsicle insects. I hope you're doing well, Booties. It's so lovely to see you. I love the photos that you shared in HK's Discord too of the snow. That was so cozy. But yeah, when we moved to South Carolina, I was like, oh, it doesn't snow. It doesn't snow here. And it's like, we've gotten like, what, 3 snowstorms in a week, and it's going to snow again tomorrow night. So it's like, for someone who just moved, if no one had told us it doesn't snow here, I would have thought, oh, no, we get pretty hard winters here. Like, today feels like Pennsylvania. Like, it actually feels like a Pennsylvania morning. It's like 10 degrees. It's cold. And we started to do a pot friend chain, made the other viewers spam pot friend, and Aura did it too. Yeah, my entire city's shut down too. Yeah. Yeah, it's shut down like everything. I have a Booties, our electric company sent us a thing, like, because there have been massive power outages. So they're like, our transformers are so overwhelmed, and to not blow out what's remaining, what's actually still working, they told everybody to limit their electronic usage, to not use heavy appliances, so no dishwashers for the rest of this morning. No dishwashers, no laundry, no like vacuums, nothing like that. Hey, Diamond! And to set our thermostats to the lowest possible comfortable setting, which is so, like, I have it set, it's 60 something. It's normally at 70, and we set it down to 60 something, but it's not even keeping up. Like, it's still, like, the house, I think this morning was like 63. Like, it was very, very cold in the house, and it's just not keeping up. Yay, Diamond. My husband's also in the other room working from home. My bedroom is 65, my first floor is 60. Oh, jeez. Yeah, upstairs it's a little warmer, but every time I wake up, my bedroom is 60 because of how cold it is outside. Yeah, it's, oh my god, it's wild. It's so cold. Hey, look, more diamond. Wow. Wow, more diamonds. Okay. You know what, I have enough. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's clear some of this. So I want to reach the diamond. Whee! I'm such a wuss with the cold. I bring a space heater into rooms. There is nothing wrong with that. Honestly, guess the older I get, like, I'm in my upper 30s, and I love the cold, but, like, shoot! Okay, it's a good thing we didn't mine directly upward. But, like, I've been having, all my pain levels are so much higher because of the cold, and it's been kind of, not miserable, because I do like it, but it's like my relationship to coffee. I love coffee, but coffee doesn't like me. And now I'm at a point where I'm like, I'm cold, but like old pain is coming back. Like pain I haven't felt in like decades. Like I was hospitalized because I fell on black ice during my grad studies. Um, and I fortunately not a fracture but severe bruising just all over, and that pain is back. Like I've got the knee pain and the leg pain that was from that old injury is just back, and my shoulder has hurt so badly, like the pain wakes me up, and it's just because it's colder. And I'm just like, oh, it's so cold, but I want to enjoy it, but my body's not letting me. Yeah, I have a space heater in my office, and I'm wrapped up in, yeah, I gotta stay snugly because, so, yeah, the puppies, gotta keep the pups warm. And the humans, too. Please stay warm as well. I'm glad that you have, like, an electric, like, a heating blanket. I'm wearing the warmest set of PJs. I cracked my husband up because, so, God, I don't want to pull a cringy trope. I don't care how my clothing makes me look. Like, I don't have that kind of insecurity. But this outfit is so thick that I look a little like a beach ball in it. And every time I see, like, pictures or, like, even... This is a weird thing to, like, see. Like, I got a kick because when I looked at the recording of our, like, performance, I'm just like, wow, I'm really round because I'm wearing these, like, warm fluffies. And socks and a blanket. Yeah, I have fuzzy socks. I was wearing some of my, like, athletic, like, compression socks yesterday, and then I was like, my toes are frozen. So I had to, like, put on my, like, thick, like, heavy winter socks. I have wool, like, all wool socks that I got handmade in this cute little rural town in Indiana, central Indiana. And they are... I usually reserve those for, like, long winter hikes. But I've been breaking out into those again because they're so warm. Especially on the ones that feel like a towel on the inside. Those PJs look so comfy. They are. Yeah, the wrist warmers I get because I get, like, really stiff. And I get the, like, even with, like, cardio and stuff, I just get, like, the slight circulation issues where my hands are cold. So this is a way of just kind of keeping the, like, vital arterial veins nice and warm. I do love the fingerlifts gloves. I've got 2 pairs. I'm thinking of getting more because I'm now just kind of always wearing them. But that is a nice thing about winter. Like, as cold as it is, my winter wardrobe is so comfortable. It's like all like baggy, fleece lined, soft. Like all of my summer like warm weather clothing is so not comfortable. I'll put it that way. It's just very uncomfortable. It's very, I don't know. So I like wearing warm. May I recommend climbing shirt? I'm not sure of the name. It looks like yeah, I've got the athletic stuff. Like we do our like day hiking. So we've got a whole list of stuff. Comfortably lost. Good morning. Yeah, I have circulation issues in my hands when it's cold too. My dad had arthritis. I'm lucky not to have that, but I did inherit. Yeah, same booties. Like regular cardio has helped mitigate that, but I could have like a good a great cardio day and then an hour after my hands are cold again, kind of thing. Like I'll immediately get back into that. But I do like the comfortable stuff. Okay. I do like the warm weather things. Comfortably lost. I hope you're doing wonderfully, by the way. I hope life is treating you well. Yeah, I can relate to the circulation issue. They used to be so much worse. It did used to be so much worse for me. I had a stand partner in my undergraduate. A stand partner meaning in orchestra, it was the person sitting in the chair next to me sharing the music stand. I felt so bad for him because his circulation issues were so bad. He had to wear medical grade wrist warmers because his fingers would turn blue. And I remember he explained it to us in our like studio and that it's in order to like keep playing and to be able to play, like he had to wear those like at all times. My toes are worse than my hands. I contribute it to the years of playing soccer. Normal socks and fluffy socks. Yay! Yeah, the layering socks is such an important thing too. Thanks, no coffee beans. Oh, and I've been out for a couple days. My dependency is definitely showing. Gotta make the trek to the bean store. Oh my god, I hope you're able to get beans. I'm doing alright. I'm chilly, but I'm keeping cozy. I had a weird day yesterday. I was telling the chat, because, I love the cold, but it doesn't like me, and yesterday I woke up exhausted. I just did not feel rested. I had a lot of, like, severe neck cramping and upper shoulder, and, like, all my pain was flaring up. But it was a weird thing where every time I'd get up, I'd get vertigo for a few seconds, and then it would go away. I didn't have, like, it wasn't like a POTS thing, like, I didn't have, like, a high heart rate or anything like that. It was just, like, a dizziness and feeling like the ground was racing forward, and then it would just go. And I had really tight like nerve impingement in my neck, like really tight neck pain, and it fortunately resolved itself. As the day went on, it just kind of started to go away. And I was doing like shoulder and neck physical therapy exercises that kind of helped like loosen the muscles a little, and that helped a bit. But it was one of those, I need to monitor this because this is not comfortable. Still cold weather. Yes, it is! Like stews and pot roasts and... Oh, it's the best. Especially if you come from a household that loves their spices and have access to a lot of meat. Yes. Big family dinners in the winter are a whole different vibe. Yeah, I'll admit I haven't had like a big family dinner type thing in a really long time. But yeah, I'm a pot roast person. I love like a good beef stew, like a good slow roast. It's just the best. I mean, with the power issues and with, like, our electric companies, like, don't use heavy appliances. Like, I have a turkey, like, tenderloin in my fridge that I really want to slow roast, but it's one of those, oh, I don't know if I can, like, and I'm so annoyed with that. Like, I'll probably roast it in the oven, like, today, but it's been so annoying, like, not being able to make that. Because I want to make, like, a winter, like, turkey roast. Yeah, I'm a spice. We like our spices here, too, Satellite. I put some chicken thighs in the crock... Oh, my God. Yum. The chicken thighs in the crock pot is a vibe. That's a, I used to make it all the time with my mother-in-law during the pandemic, and over the holidays, we had that, like, just the crock pot and put, like, 20 thighs in there, and... I'd take the broth out of that, and then, make, like, pasta, like, cook it in the broth. And I wouldn't strain the broth out, so I'd leave a little bit of the broth in, or try to balance the ratios between the two in such a way that I had the broth would be fully absorbed by the noodles, and then the noodles would come out all like chickeny and meaty, and it was just, oh, it's so perfect. Still haven't decided what I want to do with it though. Ooh, I should try that. I like to use the broth for ramen or making rice. Yes, it's the best. Yeah, cooking rice in, like, a meat broth is just, that is so comfortable. Or it's, like, so cozy, I should say. And that with the chicken thighs, too, like, I do a lot of, like, white meat, so, like, chicken breasts. But when you have the chicken thighs, because of the higher fat, when you put them in that crock pot, the broth is so flavorful. And I'm saying this as a person, I don't really like chicken fat. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but like the chicken fat, sometimes if I eat like too much of it, it makes me like weirdly nauseated. But as a flavoring agent, like it's like bacon grease or like beef tallow or those things. There's so much flavor. Like all the flavor is in the fat. And so you get a very like a really meaty, it makes for really meaty and really hearty, like, flavorful cooking. That, like, the chicken breast, like, cooking with the chicken breast, especially if, like, the skin has been removed, it's been that kind of thing. It's not quite the same. What I've been really wanting to learn is how to cook brisket. I haven't done it, though, because, my husband's not a red meat person, and then, like, the fat content of the brisket actually makes... Poor guy, he gets very nauseated, but I really want to learn to, like, make brisket. And I had a friend teach me how to with a slow, like 48-hour smoker, like slow roasting in a smoker, and that is just, it's like the meat falls off the bone, falls off the fork. It's just, it's so insanely good. Chat, you're all making me real. I've been hungry like ever since the pho, all the conversation about the pho soup and noodle soups. My favorite brisket place has been closed for a week now because of snow. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, I haven't been able to. We haven't eaten out in a really long time either, and we do our like Friday night. We try to go out and eat at different places, and also because I think with my husband having full-time hours, it's our way of just having our own moments. I don't know, date nights, if you will, kind of thing. But we discovered a barbecue place that has some of the best brisket around, and I have not been able to go in weeks. The Carolinas have insanely good barbecue. That's something that I have quickly learned in my time here. Ah! That's been so... Wait, I have diamond. Oh, I did get diamond. Wow, I got diamond, got excited about it, and then subsequently forgot. So we're getting closer. So today we've gotten like 7 diamonds, which is really awesome. I'm not even like paying attention to what I'm doing. It's a great mining day because the chatterbox is not shutting up. I'm talking about myself. I haven't had good brisket since the first time I ever had brisket. Oh, it was smoked, I think, and they shredded it up and somehow made it into a goop. And it was so moist and delicious. Everything after that's been just... Yeah, brisket, some places do not get it right. When it gets too dry, it becomes, well, it's still meat and it's still yummy, but it's, like, not good. Like, it needs to be very juicy. Like, that's kind of the, I don't know, the fun of it. Alright, I'm gonna head back up, put our diamonds away, get some more pickaxes. Yeah, let's do that. But yeah, it's sad not having a good brisket. Once you have good brisket, I feel you become a snob with brisket, I'm okay. Yes! Yeah, sorry I had to call someone again and had to get oh, you're fine, Zane! I hope the call went well, and I hope breakfast is delicious. We are talking about briskets, and I am just like... stomach hurt hungry. But yeah, booties, I agree with you. The first time I had like a good brisket, like a real brisket, I'm trying to remember. I think it was homemade by a professional chef who has a smoker, like a big, it's this big thing where like you put the meat in to smoke, and just, oh my god, it was so good. And then I like really high quality, like the sort of barbecue places, the farm to table, where they're like partially a butchery, so you can buy meats that they supply because they are either in contract with the farms or own the farms, or the ranches, I should say, the ranches that supply the meat. And that, it cannot, like the farm to table thing is just, I can't recommend it enough. Getting like anything off of a farm, especially when you've seen the farm and been it, is just, it's the best. When I had farm fresh eggs, like eggs that like, what, I knew the chickens, for lack of a better way to put it, that was laying these eggs. It took me a long time to go back to store-bought eggs, like over a year, because they're so good. And then my doctor's like, well, you shouldn't be eating like more than 2 eggs per week anyway. So I guess I'm not really doing that much, but it's so good. It's so good. I'd say I'm also really hungry, but I'm just fiending, so I think I'm gonna run to the store. If you're gone by the time I return, have a great day. Have a good day, you too, Comfortably Lost. I hope you're able to find some really, really good food. Okay, what am I doing? No more than 2 eggs per week. I eat 2 eggs every morning for breakfast. Yeah, it's all that cholesterol stuff. It's all that, you need more, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's just the balance. Because I have, it's lowering slowly, but my LDL is, high. So it's one of those, the doctors are trying to, see if they'll lower, if we can lower it through like lifestyle. So meaning diet, that kind of thing. Diet and Metamucil. I consume Metamucil 3 times a day. Like I do the powder and I do the Metamucil gummies. And it has helped. It's actually like really dropped my cholesterol like significantly. So my overall cholesterol is back at safe numbers. But yeah, I feel you because I used to be a 2 eggs every day kind of person too. Like my go-to lunch was like sunny side up eggs and like avocado. I'd make like an avocado salad, and it's technically healthy, but the my doctors are like, yeah, the dietary cholesterol is something you need, like I need to limit specifically for my particular flavor of hyperlipidemia. Although it's interesting because there are like some studies that talk about, I don't know, I'm listening to my doctors at the moment just because, but there are studies that show that dietary cholesterol does not really have anything to do with your liver's production of cholesterol. But we'll see. I'm trying to play it safe because the first time my doctor showed me my numbers, it kind of scared me. It was like, oh, okay. I used to have 1 egg only since we get big once, and the hens are rioting now. They're smaller all. Yeah, the hens that I used to get my eggs from back in grad school, they were all like eaten by hawks, like all of them, hawks and foxes. The cheese is so good. Yeah, Zane, it is so good, and that was so hard for me because I was like a cheese freak. Like in my undergrad, I ate a lot of cheese and like artisanal, like fancy cheeses. So like I'd have the like this fancy ash cheese that was made with coal and truffle, like a mix. And that sounds really bizarre, but it was insanely good. Or like truffle cheese or dill cheese or cheese like made with cinnamon, all kinds of aged cheeses, really musty cheese, blue cheese, all manner of blue cheese. That was the person who was making the cheese was growing his own bacteria in a special like clean room. So like with different like bacteria types. So there was like the white cheese, like white blue cheese, where the fungus is white, not blue, and it was so delicious, like so fiercely good. And so being told like, yeah, you have to really reduce cheese, just like it hurt, because you can't, like, cheese is essentially, it's milk fat, so you can have like the reduced, like the skim, like partially reduced, but you can't take the fat out of the cheese because then you don't have cheese. And so it's like, ugh. It's so sad, but I don't know. I'm slowly letting myself, like, treating myself to nice things, but cheese is, for better or worse, no longer part of my regular diet. Old and bacteria. But it's so good. What am I doing? Oh, I'm playing Minecraft. I'm just kidding. Okay. Oh, I should put away... Let's see. Cheese is a love language in my house. Yes, it's so good. It's so good. It's a... I've accepted things for what they are, but it's still kind of, it's annoying. But these are just the things like the the things that you deal with. I'm gonna sleep tonight. Okay. The local difficulty is crazy right now. I think I still want to see, like, try my luck with the diamond, because we've gotten 7 diamonds so far. I'm friends with the people that own a charcuterie in town. Whenever they get new cheese, they let me try. That's so sweet. That is so sweet. Having egg fried rice for dinner. That's so good. Yeah, I'm gonna find a way to make the turkey tonight. I just haven't decided how I'm gonna cook it. I love charcuterie so much. I really, really love it. I'd love to find a way to get some more, From what I understand, the more you stay in one place in Minecraft, the harder it gets in that specific area. Okay, I did not know that. That makes sense. That does make sense. Based on, like, trends. Because, like, even the difficulty out here is, it's getting up there. But I don't mind it too much. What I should do is put a bunch of torches around my base. I think I started to do that. And I should probably put torches on that big, like, pathway. I'm not out at night too much, so at the moment, I'm not too worried about it. But it's one of those, just ways of mitigating. But that's cool. Like, I need to look up, like, teach myself about the whole local difficulty thing and what you can expect at the various tiers of difficulty, so to speak. Awaits. Marvin, good morning to you too. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you've been just kind of staying warm and staying safe amid all these snowstorms that have hit various parts of the country. I enjoyed watching the snowfall. It was like seriously a very beautiful thing. What I should do is I'll try to find the I got a video of the snow and all the phoebes. There were like 20 of them in the yard, dive bombing under the snow and picking out bugs. It was so cute. Been alright, supposed to be 66 and sunny. Oh yeah, it was like 11 when we woke up today. One is hiding from the snow and the other can't get enough of it. My little girl looks like a coke addict when she comes. Oh, okay. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Well, and her fluff is so, like, dark, too, so I imagine, like, all the snow on it looks so dramatic. Oh. I love, like, the dogs that channel the spirit of a grumpy old man. Those are, like, the best kinds of, like, dogs. It's just, it's hard to explain. Oh, that, I don't know why that image just, like, kind of made my morning. I'm not gonna lie, chat, every now and then I really just want a dog. 'Cause I'm at home at this point all the time. Like, if I had a dog, the dog would be with me, like, 24/7. And, oh my god. That just, like, made my day. So when, during the pandemic, when we were staying with my in-laws, I was the dog person. I had a dog in my lap, a dog by my side. They followed me everywhere. I was their human, and it really cracked me up because I was like the treat dispenser, so they were always around me. But when it was time for their baths, and they would hide behind me, and it's the ultimate betrayal. Like, I'll never forget scooping up, is the long-haired Chihuahua came and hid behind me and was like whimpering, like, I don't want a bath. And I scooped him up and I ragdoll took him to the bathtub, and the look, the stink eye it gave me after that, like, how could you do this? You were my, like, human. Oh my god, I still, like, get such a kick out of that. So I'm like, ha! Top 10 anime betrayals, as the kids say. Mother of the Hounds. I love dogs. I love dogs so much. Oh my god. Ugh. So cute. I'll have to post photos of those dogs in the Discord, just so you can see. They were Chihuahuas, so it was like extra chaos. The long-haired Chihuahua was a particularly fluffy thing. Very, very cute dog. They were both cute. I admit I like Chihuahuas. And these particular Chihuahuas were very sweet. They were barky, which was it was what it is. Like, Chihuahuas have a tendency to be a barky dog, but they weren't bitey. I know a lot of Chihuahuas tend to be very, like, they're ankle biters, but these ones were not. They were just neurotic yappers. Kind of thing. And part of it was the pandemic was a very strange and kind of stressful time for everybody. And that includes the dogs. The separation anxiety got particularly bad for them when things slowly started to open up again. It's like, the humans aren't home anymore. Time to shiver. For hours and hours. Alright, no diamond yet. Chihuahua aggression makes pit bulls appear wholesome. Yeah, untrained Chihuahua, like, if you're gonna have a Chihuahua, you really, really need to understand, like, mannerism and tendencies, because, you can, yeah. Yorkie Terriers, in my experience, I don't have an issue with the dog itself in principle, but every owner of a Yorkie Terrier has had a terrible Yorkie that I've known, just in my experience. They are very neurotic, they're extremely high-strung, they're easily stressed, and a lot of the people that I've known who've owned Yorkies have been very, like, they like the idea of having a cute thing, but they have no idea what dog ownership entails. And they don't know how to train they didn't train their dogs. The number of people who are like, I have a small dog, so I don't need to train my dog, is a little horrifying. I'm like, it's not about size, it's about disposition. Like, you want a dog that's socialized, I mean, if not for other people, but, like, for the dog itself, because, you don't want a dog that's chronically stressed. It's not good for the dog. And so, like, a lot of the Yorkie owners tend to be like, oh, well, the dog's gonna stay inside, so the poor dog doesn't get enough exercise, it's not taken out, they're not taken out for walks, they're, or, like, you know, just stimulated, they just kind of end up being like a shiny toy, and therefore develop, like, awful dispositions. They become very barky, they're very nuisancey, they'll bite strangers, they're just not good, and, you know, if you're not at least thinking about other people and the nuisance that you're causing, at least think of the poor dog. My heart breaks seeing stressed dogs. I mean, one, it's annoying. Like, nobody wants, like, I'm a dog person, and I don't like hearing yap, 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 nonstop. Like, that's very frustrating. But for me, it's also, my heart breaks seeing, like, this poor dog is stressed because its humans don't know how to take care of it. Like, that's garbage. I think small dogs need more training. They are more stressed, and their poor small brains don't retain. Yes, yeah, they do need more training. And the thing is, if you're training them right, most dogs love that. Like, it stimulates their brain, it's bonding time, like, between human and dog. Like, that train is like it becomes something they genuinely look forward to. And if you're, you know, using the right balance of, like, encourage, like, the positive reinforcement with the treats and stuff, oh my god, they love it. And then you have a dog that's well behaved, so you're not bothering other people. with a dog that's just like shit. um, and then the dog is happier, so everyone is happier. Like I don't know, and I training animals. Like I remember one of my old like high school friends. I hung out over the summer, like back in Florida, and his family got a it was like a golden doodle puppy, and so we would spend our days training the dog, and it was such a vibe. Like this dog was so fun to train, and chaos. It was pure chaos, but the dog was so happy, and after training sessions, um conked out, just would sleep so peacefully, and it was just such a great time. It was a great time for both of us, and it was a great time for the dog. So it's just, I don't know. I think it's just the stoicism. I like the stoicism of the Doberman Pincher. They are very goofy. They can be very goofy dogs. Calm but uncertain. When ready to strike out of nowhere like a quiet Latina mother, then you nose anger waiting for the right time. Oh, that is one of the most beautiful descriptions, and it's so accurate. Yeah, Dobermans, they do that side eye thing where they're like, I'm just watching, where it's like part judgy, part I don't know what's going on. Yeah, they're great. They get really big too. Like they're big. They can be quite They don't look it when you look from a distance because they can be very slender. If they're on a healthy diet, they can be quite slender dogs. But like, oh my god, yeah, I know exactly what the look you're talking about. Yeah. But I think the thing is that a lot of people who own dogs don't often know how to be dog owners. They just like the idea of it. Um, and so you just, I don't know. Like my husband and I, we could probably, like we both love dogs and we could probably be dog owners, but because we know the immense responsibility that goes with having pets, that it's just like a nope, we're not doing this, especially while we're like one still renting, but also like we move around a lot. We do all this stuff. Like for us, we both personally couldn't bear to like stress a dog out in that kind of way, and like, yeah, it's just you need a certain amount of stability, not just financial, but just routine stability, in regularity and consistency and that kind of thing. And I know I messed up. It's just a matter of when the spanking will come. Oh, that's so funny. That is a great description, Marvin. My shoulder pain is coming back just a little bit. Have to just relax the arm. This reminds me of my parents' old dog. From what I know, he was a stray. They fed. Oh, one time my mother didn't check the chicken she gave him, and the poor thing ended up choking on a bone. Oh, poor baby. My mom ran after it and had her hand down his throat, trying to save him, but unfortunately the dog didn't make. Yeah, that happens, and that is a very. Sometimes with some like health things, you just don't know, and like it's like a learn the hard way kind of thing. But yeah, no, that is a thing that does happen. And sometimes it's like you could be doing all the right things and stuff happens. I am in a Discord that I'm in, someone was sharing like a very kind of vulnerable story about how they lost a pet because they were working with, I forget what herb it was. It's an herb they didn't realize was toxic to dogs, and the dog ingested some, like somehow managed to get into it. And it wasn't an herb that's particularly, it's not like toxic to human or anything, but it's very, very toxic to dogs. And so just put hey, if you have pets, just make sure that you're not, using this herb or making sure that your pets have no access to it. It's something I have experience with bird with taking care of birds, especially like parrots in particular. And all birds are extremely sensitive. Their respiratory systems are very different from the human respiratory system, so any pollutants in the air can be fatal for them. And so there's a lot of things that if you're going to own birds, you can't use nonstick pans, you can't use self-cleaning ovens, no candles, no perfumes, no strong scented anything. Like there's all kinds of things that you really have to be careful of, otherwise you're dooming your poor like bird. And so I tell people when they're like, "Oh, we're gonna get a parrot," I'm like, "Please make sure you do your research if you don't have experience with it, because I've known people who didn't do that would buy like little budgies like parakeets because PetSmart sells them for like cheap, and then they would cook, and then they'd find their poor bird lying at the bottom of their cage, kind of thing. Big Teflon doesn't want people to believe sensitive pet respiratory warnings. Oh, that's sickening. So how did you learn so much about birds? Is it just a passion of yours? It's really cool hearing you. Oh, yeah, I hyperfixate. I have some experience. Like I used to spend a lot of time on farms. Like back when my parents were like, they're too young to be left alone. So we'd be dropped off at the farm family, because we lived in a lot of really rural areas. So I've had a chance to work with a lot of animals, and there were a lot of pets. Cockatiels, I spent a lot of time just like around cockatiels. So that was my first like, ooh, if I get a bird, I want it to be like a pair of cockatiels, because they are hilarious. And then, I don't know, I just always kind of liked birds, and then it fixated. And growing up, I remember telling people, oh, you'll phase out of it, and I never did. I'll rotate like what particular bird is like hogging my brain space, but I just kind of like all of them. Like, I don't know, it's so hard to explain. Lately, I've been doing the, oh wait, so Booties, this may sound really chaotic, but because like being out in like rural Carolinas, there are a lot of like falconry places, and my eventual plan, like, 'cause I'm currently doing the reading and research to like all the information you need to know before you start like apprenticing with a falconer. Um, it's hard. Like God, it's so I've been fixated on this whole like world of like falconry, and not because I necessarily want to be a hunter. Like I don't want to hunt, but because I want to be in a position where I know how to work with raptors, like hawks, eagles, owls, like this like falconry birds. So that I'm in a position where I can like take care of those birds in like a rescue, like volunteer or work part-time in like shelters. And a lot of the time they'll hire people with like falconry license, because they're like, oh, you know how to like trap these birds, you know how to train them, you know their like bird disposition, you've been around them, you know how they sass their humans, because they can be very sassy. And I'm not fazed by that. Like I'm not afraid of beaks and talons. Like I know the safety stuff, but it's not something like freaks me out. Like I don't know, maybe that's insane. Maybe I just imagine you walk into the woods at some random national park, putting your arm out, and a falcon just comes in. I did have a thing where, in my old Florida neighborhood, because I found us a house, a rental that was out on a nature preserve, and I was the village crazy lady that would, when the owls came to the yard, I'd go outside and just start talking to these birds. And I actually did start to befriend a juvenile, like a young owl. So the juveniles, they don't have the skittishness of the adults yet. And so this bird got used to my presence. And this bird was also, this is a young bird, like very curious. Like it was already had the like predisposition for curiosity. And so my husband and I being musicians, whenever either one of us practiced, it would come right up to the house and start like calling out. It would start caterwauling, like with the music, and it would just sit on our fence watching us practice. And so I'd go out and just start talking to him like for hours at a time. And then eventually all of our corvids, the crows and the blue jays, chased him away because they didn't like having a big scary barred owl in the yard. But like this bird would come right up to our fence and just like, I have pictures of it like watching me like on our fence. And I do the same with we had hawks as well, and I'd go and talk to them. And I eventually got one of the hawks to chitter back at me. It was a very like, hey human, can you shut up and leave me alone? I'm hunting for my favorite millipedes thing. But the bird wasn't scared of us. It would just sit there and just hang out. Yeah. But I do a lot of my favorite birding is looking for raptors. So in Pennsylvania, you got the like red tailed hawk and eagles. So many eagles. Like I found a juvenile bald eagle like at a stream in one of our like favorite like hiking trails in Pennsylvania, and it was just one of the coolest things ever. Draw me a tarot card stripper. Do you want two tarot cards, Gas? Because I can draw you two tarot cards. I saw that. I'm only asking because I saw the redeem went twice. I'd be more than happy to draw two. Let's do, ooh, you know what? Here's a deck I don't think I've ever drawn from. Here. This is a cute, this one, the art is just stunning. It is very, very beautiful. This is called the Good Tarot. The whole idea is we're trying to, be soft or whatever, like have kinder, I don't know what it is, but like I'll show you like an example of, so here's the back of the card. It's just very, very, very pretty, very minimal. Happy cards. Yeah, let me know if you want two cards. Or like, or if it's just showing me a redundant draw me a tarot card. Because it came in twice. I don't want to search, but there's probably a funny Rule 34 Lovers tarot card that's simultaneously a, oh boy. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's a very beautiful green. But, there is. Of course there is. Gas, here is one card. Ooh, the Eight of Fire. This is so pretty. So this is the Eight of Fire. It's got like the lanterns, and it's got a cute little panda. And this flame, what looks to be like a sort of, oh, it's a woman with a fan. I didn't see the redeem, so I pressed it again. Can you give a reading to someone who's never gotten one? All right, the first person who comments next gets a tarot card. Gets a tarot card. I have food. I've got burrito and pork ribs. Oh, I like women and fans. Next, so that's Alex. Alex is the next person. So the Eight of Fire in this description, if I'm not mistaken, the Eight of Fire in this one is, what would that be in the traditional? It's a fire element's wand, the Eight of Wands. Okay, so it's gathering momentum, celebrating swift changes, travel, and transformations. So it says, momentum is building as the power of spirit serves to power this transformation. You are traveling to new territories and eager to experience all that the land has to offer. And it's a card of adventure and discovery. It's a very high energy. It's a very positive card. The Eight of Wands is a very, like, I don't know how to put it, like a very crafty. Alex, your next. I'm going to just draw from this deck since I've got it. Oh, wow, okay. Alex, a card popped out for you, like, shot up. Like, defied gravity and was like, pick me. Oh, aw, it's another fire card. The Six of Fire. Looks like a hot air balloon, lots of balloons, and then, oh, the balloon, okay, this is trippy. It's an airship being supported by a hot air balloon. So, that's kind of neat. So the Six of Fire, Alex. Your cards are wild. Sounds about right. Time to go Super Saiyan. Yeah, pretty much. Is stepping into the limelight, being an enlightened influencer. So Alex, I think you're about to start a hot new Instagram career. You're going to be an enlightened influence. It says you're generously modeling your transformation so that others might be inspired. So you are the light atop of a hill that is shining forth to help others find their way. And you bless others with your light, but you're not dimming your own beacon. It's renewing trust that you're contributing to your highest good in your own unique way. Yeah, I think Alex is about to become like an Instagram model. I'm kidding. I'm sorry, don't mind me. I'm just... But that's a pretty awesome card. Alex is gonna be popular. Aw, Wicked reference. I have a Wicked tarot deck. Speaking of. I do actually have a Wicked tarot deck. Alright. What a pretty... I love the art in this one. I'll sometimes, like, pick up a tarot deck. I haven't done it in a really long time. But just because if the art intrigues me or the concept intrigues me. really... Yeah, okay. We'll just do a couple more of these. How many pickaxes do I have? Oh, we were talking about birds. Yeah, it's just a... Oh my god. Most people enter their, like, midlife and then become bird enthusiasts. I just kind of had it. I think it's because... I don't know. Maybe it's, like, neurodivergent chaos brain. As much as I'm just like, oh, I don't want to be a meme, but, like, I love bird chaos energy. There's something that is hilariously endearing and fun about the chaos birds bring. Oh, you have a tarot deck! Oh, okay. I am very curious to see this. Let's see. Adventure time! Oh, wow. Oh, this art is really charming. Very Rider-Waite-Smith inspired. Very, very Rider-Waite. I love the tin that this one is in as well. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I keep telling people I would love to have a Sailor Moon tarot deck. And there's a part of me that's like, I just want to draw my own. And there's a part of me that really just wants to, like, make my own, just for the fun of it. The tin looks great. It does. Birds are great. Somehow related to dinosaurs. They are. It's some shared characteristics and mannerisms that remained. I befriended a wood stork back in Florida that would actually, like, knock on my door, and I'd come out and, like, hang out with this little guy. Well, big guy. He was my height. And this bird looked like a dinosaur. And it was one of those, I didn't realize how special that friendship, I'm calling it a friendship, but was until I realized that wood storks are actually becoming rarer and are close to becoming endangered. But this bird would just hang out and would follow me around, like, not aggressively, would just follow me around, just kind of stand with me and let me talk at it, and knew where I lived. And when I moved, it was one of those, the bird hung around for a bit and my parents would share updates about this bird, but stopped coming eventually, just left. I found no Minecraft tarot cards. They did show me Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, that is charming. There are a lot of, like, fandoms. Like, I have the Buffy one that was gifted to me, Christmas a couple of years back, and, I don't think I have any other. I think that's the only... Oh, and I have Wicked, which was last Christmas. The Wicked one is really, really charming. I still haven't seen those movies. It's based on the movie version, but I've not seen those films yet. Oh, a Minecraft tarot deck would be really, really cute. They could probably do another... Like, Steve could totally be the fool. You might like this art streamer. Ooh, let me, What's this? Oh, that is beautiful. That looks really familiar. Oh, Chrisabug. I know Chrisabug. I know this artist. This is beautiful. Why do I know that artist? I'm trying to think. I feel like anything witchy, vampires, or spooky probably has their own deck. Yeah, there are like vampire decks, and I have a deck called the Everyday Witch that's just kind of cutesy, like cozy. I also have Amanda Lovelace is a contemporary poet of like teen poetry kind of thing, like the sort of like comfort feel good poetry. She does the like Disney retellings, but I have her. I think it's called the Cozy Witch, which has really, really cute art in it, and the blurbs for each deck are written in her poetry style, like with the all lowercase kind of conversational tone, the sort of like comfort and insight. The wild cockatoos of Australia are funny, habitual visitors, but often a nuisance with no clear answers to resolve. They're very smart, yeah, and oh my god, I would love to visit Australia someday. And a large part of it is because of the wildlife and the birds. Like, I'd love to go hiking in Australia, just to get to experience some of that. Australia, that's cute. But, and it's just, like, Australia is gorgeous. It's so beautiful. Like, everywhere you go is absolutely beautiful. But, I follow it's like Australian, like, wild birds. I forget the name of the YouTube channel. And they'll post, like, videos of their wild cockatoos just creating hilarious chaos. And one of them is that, like, the cockatoos are smart, and a lot of people like them, so they'll feed them. And the birds have quickly realized if they say human words like hello or speak, like imitate other humans, they're more likely to get fed. So, like, you'll have a sulfur crested cockatoo fly up to you in a park and go, hello. And they're like adorable, like hilarious voices, and then like people feed them. So they're like, oh, you're a bird and you've come up to me and you're talking. And it's so funny. I used to love the condor. Oh my god, the condor is a majestic. That is a dinosaur. That bird is a dinosaur. Dino. That is one hell of an awesome bird. The emu war. Oh, they're so great. All of them. But yeah, that's I love like Australian birds are so fantastic. Some people in this country look at me like I'm crazy. Like, why would you want to hike in Australia? I'm like, I don't. I lived in Florida. Very few things like faze me. Like, I've seen all manner of, you know, the sort of wildlife that is, I don't know. But I also like nature and wildlife. Like, I'm not afraid of snakes. I like snakes. I like seeing snakes in the wild. Like, I'm not I don't know. I know how to be safe and smart, and I won't aggravate a snake or stress it out. At least not intentionally. How do you feel about the birds in Avatar? Avatar, like James Cameron's Avatar, like the blue people. That one I admit I have not seen. Or do you mean like Avatar: The Last Airbender, like the mythical like half bird, half thing? But yes, the blue people. I have not seen it. I actually have not seen it yet. Ooh, snakes are snakes are fun. Like, there is nothing more entertaining to me than finding a rat snake in a stupid place where it has no business being, but it found its way there. Or like the rat snakes that like slink up the brick houses. Like, oh my god, they're so hilarious. They're so funny. Or like, I like ribbon snakes because they are so derpy and so neurotic. Like, these poor guys, they often like cross hiking paths, and so I'll see like the ribbon snake and like little grass snakes. I think grass snakes are gorgeous. They're so cute. But these poor guys, like, if you're close enough, like, if you spook them, they just stand still. And they just kind of give you side eye. They don't move. Because they hope that they can, like, they hope you think they're a twig, and so you leave them alone. And it's like, you're not fooling anybody, buddy. Your head is, like, all the way up, and you're watching. It's just very cute. I don't like scaring them, though. But, like, my last encounter with a ribbon snake, it was that same position where he was just standing in the middle of the hiking ground with his head just up, and he was just watching, not moving. So I just snapped a few pictures and then walked away, and then eventually left. But they're really cool. If you like sci-fi and nature, you'll really like the first one. Yeah, duly noted. I know there's been a lot of sequels that have had mixed reviews. Cobras are my favorite types. Ooh, yeah, cobras are amazing. Cobras are the snake, I will admit, I might feel a little because I know there's a specific, I think it's it's an African cobra. I forget the specific. It might be the king cobra, where they spit venom and they're very territorial. Like, they are actually a snake that you really want to just give a wide berth to. But they are so cool. They're so majestic. They're beautiful, beautiful creatures. The many deadly creatures of Australia, like snakes or spiders, so feisty women of Australia not too far behind. Oh my god, Marvin, never crossed one to ensure a peaceful future. Oh, Marvin. Yeah, I mean, my thing is that, like, so having grown up in Florida, the diamondback, the eastern diamondback rattlesnake was a very common, and the water moccasin. Water moccasins, they get a really bad rap. They are not an aggressive snake at all. They are very skittish. They are very, very skittish. They're not too bright. They are really not too bright, but they are very, very skittish. And as long as you're safe, like, playing it safe, like, keep your distance. Do not stress the snake out. They're quite an impressive sight to behold. They're very strong. Very, very, like, powerful snakes. Beautiful snakes, too. The diamondback is also very gorgeous. And the diamondback, I got hissed at and rattled at many a time growing up. But they will give you, if you show no aggression and calmly walk away, don't make sudden movements, don't make really loud, aggressive, they will give you, they do not want to use their venom if they don't have to. So they will warn you. You will get hissed at, you will get rattled at. And as long as you stay calm and just walk away, give the snake its space, it's not going to come chase you, kind of thing. And that, like, a lot of bites, the bites happen if You know, you step into a bush and the snake is there and you've like stepped on it and stressed it and hurt it. Or you're actively trying to like harm the snake, pick it up or kill it or anything. Those are when the bites happen. But people get like kind of go nuts with their, I don't know. The sequels were less about nature and more about character build. Okay. Yeah, I may have to check those out. I think those were a film franchise that my husband and I were talking about watching at some point. I love gators. They're just chilling on a Florida community golf course and there's a mutual understanding that we just all leave each other alone. Yeah, growing up in Florida, I got so used to seeing gators that my non-Florida friends would be like, wow, you're really nonchalant about gators. I'm like, yeah, you just leave them alone. They leave you alone. They just want to sunbathe. Until they're hunting, like hunting and mating, that's when you really keep your distance. But, you know, just leave them alone. They're really, really lovely things. I was in a position where I was like wandering a park by myself. I was a little kid, and there was a big gator. Well, it was a medium size, it was like 4 foot, 5 foot, right in my path. I was 2 feet away from it. I didn't see it, and I just turned around and walked away. And I kind of kept looking. The gator like watched me, but he didn't move. Didn't even turn his head. He just had his eyes on me. He was like, okay. Yeah. Snakes are scary. I've seen 3 in my life. They can be intimidating. The thing is, when you do see venomous snakes, there is an alert that's like, oh, okay. You know, if this snake feels like compelled to bite in any way, if it feels threatened in any way, that is, you know, like we had a citrus tree back in one of my rural Florida houses, like family houses growing up, and there was a coral snake just hanging out in there. And I remember that snake like scared my mom to no end. But the snake, it did nothing. It just kind of feasted on like rodents. Like we had those Hispid the cotton rats. It would eat those and just kind of never saw it again after that one encounter where it was just kind of hanging out in the tree. I do understand the fear because the bite of a venomous snake is a medical event. Yeah, and coral snakes are you definitely don't want to get bit by them. Their bites are quite spicy, but I see a lot of my young childhood friends growing up. I wasn't one of these kids because I like them, but I don't mess with them. The only snake I've ever handled was like a classroom pet corn snake, and corn snakes are very mild by disposition in general. I held it in class, and that was about it. I don't pick up wild snakes, but I had a lot of like farmer boy friends, like when I was a little kid, that would actively look for snakes out in like the woods behind the barn, and they'd pick them up and get bit, and then just laugh about it. Like they'd pick up a rat snake, get bit by the rat snake because they were dumbasses, and then just laugh like, look, I got a bite. Oh, it's like, oh god, like it's, oh my god. So that was like the kind of idiocy that I grew up around. Oh my god, it's crazy fun memories, but I don't encourage that either. At least speaking for myself, I don't like to stress animals, like creatures out. I don't. Let's see. I usually see snakes around bathroom anywhere else. I'll see like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. I like watching them. Uptime. Wow, I've been live for a while. I just get rid of them due to my dog. I just release them. Yeah, yeah. And there is a safe way. If you have to release them, there is a safe way to handle snakes. I tried to teach myself it, but like, fortunately, I've never been in a position where I had to release a snake. But it was something I taught myself since my husband and I we seek to live out in the country. So I taught myself because I figured I'm in a position where a snake could very well enter the house. Like in any rat snakes in particular. So I figured, let me just teach myself just so I know. But I try to avoid messing. Like if I don't need to mess with a snake, I just leave it alone. I love snakes. Yeah, same. They're great. I think we had that. I think that came up previously. But I've seen more non-venomous snakes than venomous snakes. I've had my fair share of but the thing is, like, getting to see a rattlesnake in the wild, if you're doing it safely, it can be one hell of a breathtaking experience. Like, it's a really, really cool experience. Rat snakes are hilarious. They are very cute, but my god, they are so funny. They're extremely sassy, and just very derpy. They can be quite dramatic too, but they are such goofy snakes. I live on a mountain. Oh, that's nice. So getting bugs all the time, that's pretty common. Last weekend there's a grasshopper. Oh, let it fly away. Blue lizard. Oh, that sounds awesome. Couldn't take a pic. It just, yeah, lizards are so skittish. It's so hard to, we get the, we haven't seen, like, I feel like there are more non-venomous snakes than venomous. Absolutely. Far more non-venomous. And the thing that a lot of people don't realize is that most, not all, you have to play it safe. But, like, I don't know, the majority of my snake encounters have been non-venomous. Like, I went hiking in the woods one summer, and there were these brown snakes, because there was a watering hole nearby. And I was in a party of 3 people, and the snakes heard us coming, and it spooked them to no end. It was really funny. So they raced toward the water source. And one of the snakes was almost sidewinding. It was just a brown snake, but it was almost sidewinding, but not doing a good job of it. And so its tail, like, it slithered over my feet and then slapped my ankle with its tail. It didn't mean to. It was just like, must get to the water, must get to the water. Humans are scary. And God, it was so funny. To this day, I can't stop laughing about it. I hate it. I usually leave spiders alive as well. Yeah, same. I still haven't dealt with the brown widow that's in the upstairs bathroom. It's still hanging. I leave spiders alive as well. The widow spiders, I will take outside and try to take it far away so that there reduces the chances of them coming back in. But I don't like killing snakes, or spiders. I don't like killing spiders. I'll take a garden spider back outside. House spiders, I just leave them alone. I hate it when people purposely kill snakes. Yeah, me too, Zane. I actually don't like it, because it's like, you're most likely to get bit. You're most likely to get bit if you try to kill the snake. The more that you're stressing the snake out, that's when the snake bites happen. Like, it's better to just leave them be, let them cross your path and go away. Odds are you won't see them again, and just let it be. I've seen a few rattlesnakes out and about. At least there's an audible warning when you approach the uncomfortable zone, but they tend to blend in well, easily for us to surprise. Yeah, they do blend in, but yeah, you're right. The rattle, that is an unmistakable sound when you hear the rattle. It sounds like 1,000 bees, like 1,000 angry bees in like a glass jar. It is an intense, like it is, you can't miss it. You just can't miss it. It's very loud. So like, even if you miss the hissing, you won't miss the rattling. And so, and my thing is like, when I hike, I try to stay away. If there are thickets where anything, like the snakes often hide in thickets, they'll hide under logs, they'll hide out of sight. I really start to be cognizant of the space that I'm taking up, that kind of thing. Because accidents happen. Like my poor husband, he's been bitten by water snakes. It happens, but there's safety practices that can really mitigate and limit stuff. Cockatiel or snake that hisses a universal sound of danger and cute. Oh my god, cockatiel hissing is very cute. I feel bad though, because my thing is like, when a cockatiel hisses, that's a, hey, I'm really stressed. So like my heart also starts breaking a little, because I'm a little, I don't know. Bees cute, wasps no. Yeah, I don't, god, wasps are the worst. I try to be like, well, I like all like insects, but no, I don't like wasps. They're so mean. They are like needless. And the thing is like, our previous house had a yellow jacket infestation, meaning there were like 80,000 yellow jackets in the walls, because it was a really old house, and they'd come back, and they're mean. They're very social. They're not afraid of humans, and they are kind of smart. So they will intimidate you by like landing on you and then pricking you to see how you respond. Like, they are so mean, and they're so aggressive, and they will like charge you, and just like, hey, you're not the one paying like rent here, leave me alone. Like, they're so mean. He got bit by a water snake, yeah, multiple times, more than once. But we're very outdoorsy people. I will tell you, some of the the bird rescue positions that I have looked at and considered applying for in the past, they say you must be willing to know that you're going to get bit by snakes, and you must be okay with that. Like, you must be okay with you're going to be out in the wild, you will encounter snakes, you will encounter ticks, like that kind of thing. Like, it's just, if you're an outdoorsy person or you want to do work that involves outdoor and wildlife, like, I'm not saying seek it out, needless to say, but yeah, wasps are unafraid to sting liberally. Yeah, because it doesn't kill. Like bees, they've got one sting in them and then that's it. But wasps, they don't. They're menaces. Bees know a sting is a one-way street for the colony. Yeah, and they're not usually. They're not like the little honeybee. The fat honeybees here are so stinking cute. Like we get carpenter bees, and they will buzz around your face as a sort of, hey, this is our territory, back off. But even they won't really sting. They just kind of like, they'll annoy you. They'll look for your face, they'll look for your eyes, and just kind of swarm your eyes. It's not pleasant, but they don't usually sting, or they won't sting. They're just kind of trying to be big and threatening. Which is funny, like, carpenter bees are so round and fluffy that it's like, yeah, you're not scary, you're very cute. You're just a little annoying. Look at us talking about the birds and yeah, quite literally. Yeah. It's a good time. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'd rather... Yeah. How do I say what I want to say? I'd rather deal with wild animals any day than deal with awful people. Like, a big part of why we now choose to live out in the country is because we've had our fair share of seriously horrible neighbors. Like, just awful. And, like, really anomaly situations, like, just crazy neighbors. And so we just kind of decided, nope, we're done living in urban and even suburban. Because it just takes one. It just takes one person to, like, ruin a living space. So, yeah, give me coral snakes appearing in the yard any day. Better that than an awful human being actually trying to cause harm or just being an extreme nuisance, like a menace. Because nature will do what nature will do. And I would so much rather deal with that than people who are actually just being, like, vile. And I love it. Like, nature is fun. I don't know how else to describe it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, wildlife is amazing. So fun, so wholesome. But all right. I think I need. Oh yeah, it's already afternoon. I'm starving and my throat is on fire. So I think I'm going to start to call it. Oh, I forgot that I got diamonds again. How about that? I get so mesmerized by conversation that it's like, oh, nope, there's diamonds. Chicken pot pie? Oh, no chicken pot pie. But, oh, wouldn't that be nice? I'm, like, now craving, like, a stew. Like, all this stew and brisket and everything. Like, I just want, like, meat. I don't typically eat meat this time of day, though. Alright. Pot roast, yeah. Like a good beef roast. It's been fun. It's been so fun. Ooh. Give me 1 moment. You're about stroganoff. Yes, stroganoff is so good. I crave beef stroganoff. Like a good authentic beef stroganoff there cannot be beat. I will be right back. Yeah, 1 moment. apologies, I'm right back here. But yeah, stroganoff. That's actually one of my favorite noodle dishes. Like stroganoff. The Swedish meatball as well. I really really like. Like on a good egg noodle, like German egg noodles. Share stream. Yeah. All right. Whew. So what do we have now? We have like, I don't remember how many. I think we have now 17 diamonds. So we got today a fair like haul, like a good diamond haul today. It's so funny. Some streams with the mining you get like no diamonds or like 1 diamond, and then other days it's like 10 diamonds. Streamer is very, very hungry now. Like, groaning stomach hungry. Thank you for stream. Oh my gosh, no, it is a pleasure. It's always a good time. I really enjoy it. I genuinely, like, it's something that I do look forward to doing. Have to make more chests very soon. It's actually just, I have a blast. And if it weren't, I mean, if it weren't for the fact that I've got, like, a bunch of other things going on and doing, like, I would honestly probably just stream longer. Like, do more hours, that kind of thing. Because it is a lot of fun. It's very rewarding, very enjoyable. Alright, making sure putting everything away. Man, I want to play Minecraft. You should! Yeah! Down the line, Zane, time stuff. It would be fun, like, it would be fun to do, like, community, like, Minecrafting. Like, playing together someday. I don't know when, but someday would be, honestly, such a vibe. That would be so delightful. I don't know when, just because my schedule is just so... Especially with this this research thing that I've been, invited to do. So I've got very, I'm at work. Oh, no, I'm saying just as in the future, wouldn't it be nice? Oh, chat, she likes us. Yeah, this is just it's just more like daydreaming. And because you're good people. You're very, like, you've been such a joyful, like, addition to the community. So that don't worry, I'm not, like, making plans or anything. It's just oh my gosh, yes, let me know when and I'll make a server for us. Oh, that kind of made my morning. That's so sweet. Yeah, we can figure it out. Because Alex and I have also been discussing, like, I may, when I have, like, the chance to just kind of work through it stuff. And someday, like, as the stream goes and stuff, I don't have anyone at the moment to play Minecraft with. Same. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, this makes me so happy. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Streamer is, like, starting to get, like, shaky. It's that cold weather. What am I... Oh, yeah. We're wrapping up... Wait, why am I on? Let's stand on the ground like a normal person. Thank you all so much. Oh my god, I have invited Eos to a friend's server. Yeah, it's so sweet. Like, it's very heartwarming. It's like, oh, I have friends. Wow. Sorry, promise I'm not trying to sound pathetic, but it's just, I don't know, you move around a lot. You don't really, like, have, like, IRL circles. And the older we all get, the more our real IRL friends branch off and start families and do their things. But thank you all so much for watching and for hanging out, and I need to go get food. I'm so hungry. I'll be back tomorrow, same time. The 9:30 Eastern Standard Time is my around the ballpark when I start streaming. Um, so what else? Okay, yeah, yeah. God, this is so fun. This is so so fun. Who'd have thought hardcore Minecraft, where you stand to lose it all, could be so so cozy. Like, oh my gosh, what a vibe. But yeah, I appreciate you all so much, and I will see you next time.